Well, I see that's still lagging. I was kind of hoping, based off the game the other week, that wouldn't be lagging anymore, but evidently it is. Hello! How you guys doing? What's up?
Penis.
Hello.
That piece.
Penis.
I'm gonna turn everybody up.
We're just polite with our penises. That's the difference.
All right, everybody.
Polite with our penis.
Welcome back to Nat19 Vestige of Ophiuchus, Campaign 1, Session 75. Now let's see who is going to give us our recap.
Not Slytherin, not Slytherin.
There's going to be a very light dice rolling sound in the background. If it proves to be annoying, I will eventually shut it off, but for now, it's going to be there. It's only going to be when I roll stuff, though, because it doesn't register when other people do. The person who will be doing our recap for last time is going to be... Brett.
No!
Slytherin!
Slytherin!
Damn it!
No.
Okay.
Are you sure? Alright.
So we were gonna fight Legion. We were about to throw it down, and then we started hitting him with all of our Constella queries, and he was like, "Now hold on a goddamn minute. Is that the Hammer Constantinian Winter? Haven't seen you in a hot minute. Oh my goodness, that!" And then and he recognized all of our weapons, and he was like, "You know, I'm gonna be back in a month. You get ready." And he slashed himself through dimensions and yeeted out of there and threw us a chain devil and this other guy who really sucked and threw Flux off the edge, and heckin' Flux nearly drowned. But we beat them all up, so we're good. And then we made our way to the Duragar stronghold and like politely knocked on the door, but then all of these Duragar came and we fought them, and then there was a magnetic elemental, which Marion polymorphed into a cat, which tried to drown itself, very dark, and then we trapped it in a box, and then Aviana slipped into something more comfortable, which was oil, and then zoomed around and saw everything, and they got chain lightninged by a warding glyph, a glyph of warding, and we got new stuff, including a sword that, like, when people picked up, it was either like, no, or like, this is fine. And so we don't know who that sword's gonna get jiggy with, but heckin', maybe it'll like someone, who knows? And then we waited we're gonna get the jump on this magnetic elemental dude, and he just burst from a box. Jazz hands.
Yeah.
That wasn't.
I see you.
That didn't go as badly as I thought it was going to.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Well done.
Alright, okay, alright. That's enough of that. Alright. I'd like everybody to roll initiative because we are going straight into the concluding battle with this elemental.
Woo!
Yeah.
4, okay. Alright.
Alrighty. Initiative rolled. It looks like first up, as combat begins, as it detonates out from the box, causing the hinges on it to blast out. A magnetic wave surges past all of you. Some of you are knocked back, some of you are not, as the area is blasted away. It's the stones that comprise the elemental snap together and retake its humanoid form, and it floats back up above the ground slightly, its body unfurling from the mass of rocks. As it turns, regards you all. Omar, you're up first.
Okay.
All right.
No, I said, yeah.
I said yeah. I'm just gonna
Nice.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, as you go to hit, you roll a 19, you hit it, go ahead.
Heck yeah.
Also, just so you know, right now you are considered to be carrying your lantern, because we'll now be paying attention to lighting sources in the game.
That's really good damage.
Yep, it is. You deal 12 damage.
I'm gonna
Yes.
put a favor in. Because why not? And here.
Because I just got
Oh.
one. That one also hits.
Yeah.
Striking forward, you strike it again, you deal 10 damage, you cut into it with your rapier twice. As you do, the metal, you find these rocks aren't incredibly solid. Whenever you strike into them, you manage to pierce through some of them. When you do, you notice the magnetic field that is surrounding them dissipates a bit when they're damaged. So you're effectively chunking little bits of rock off as you're piercing into it with your rapier. The elemental is going to... I'm not saying that because it's relevant right now, I'm just pointing that out for anyone who cares. The magnetic elemental is going to turn, and it is going to go after Omar, but as it does, it's going to move forward. It's going to get close enough that Flux, you are within its range, as is Omar, and it is going to go for, let's see, As it gets close to you, Flux, you start to feel this magnetic field pulling you closer to it. However, it's going to go for its multi-attack. It's going to go for 2 of them. It's going to go for... I'm going to roll D100 to see what I'm going to do. What are you going to do, boy? Flux! It turns, and it is going to rush towards you.
Oh, no.
As for first attack, I assume a 13 does not hit you.
It does not.
It rushes up, brings it down on you. You bring up your shield. It's blocked by it. It brings its hand up again, strikes. Rolls much better that time. That one's a hit.
All right, I'll take the hit, but I'll repulsion shield them.
Alrighty. It goes for the hit. It strikes you. You take 10 damage. Go ahead and tick off a use of your repulsion shield as you're knocking it how many feet back? 15? 10?
15 feet.
What would you like to do, Avi?
Okay, I'm going to throw Vox Victoria at a boy. Yeah.
Alright, you throw Vox Victoria. That is a hit.
Woo! I like when it hits. And hop y'all.
Okay. You deal 9
damage. Throwing expert, going to throw a regular dagger at a boy.
Okay.
As part of that. Hop y'all.
That hits as well.
Yay. Let's eat.
You hit it with that one, you notice the dagger kind of clangs off it. By the way, as you throw that dagger, when it hits it, it sticks to its body. Flux, you're up. Miriam and Lord Jerky, you're on deck. Lord Jerky, is this his initiative? Is adjusted to yours, right?
Yes.
So, yeah,
regular.
you are both on deck.
All right. Let's take a shot at him with bonus action turret. There is. Bet.
That does not hit. It fires at him, it strikes him, the stones that comprise his body break apart briefly, and then, taking no damage from it, they reform themselves relatively quickly.
That's not ideal. How about fire? Would fire be better? Have some fire. No.
It hits
Throw
it,
higher, Fox.
it doesn't do anything, I'm sorry.
Shit. Well, that's all science can do.
Failed me, science.
Alright, Miriam, you're gonna rush up beside it.
Yeet.
Yeah,
If science can't do anything, how about magic? Inflict wounds.
Hey.
That's a hit! That's absolutely a hit.
That was a real good one, Flicked. Yup.
Rush up to it. You know what's funny? Because the way I have my dice thing now, the dice just seem to fly off screen for me because I have my chat shortened.
yes,
So they just get out of here.
I'm like, there they go.
You rush up to him, you put your hands on him, you course negative energy into its body, and it does seem to wither and destroy some of the magnetic energy that surrounds some of the rocks. It takes the damage.
Okay, here we go. Okay, here's the plan. The plan is simple. Yep.
Haven't heard that in a while.
Fenris, I didn't know you were a dragonborn.
Alright, Fenris rushes up to the side of it. One major note, obviously, is that we're being a bit... We're not really running the grid as we should, which I'm okay with, personally, as long as we know what distances people are at. However, if it ever comes to it, I might readjust people to be on quote-unquote proper spaces for the purposes of spheres and whatnot. So just be aware of that.
Aki-daki. Trying to hit it with my hammer!
Alright, that's a hit!
Nice.
Ooh.
I'm Divine Smiting, because of course I am.
You mean, Divine Striking?
Striking, yes. Play
that Maxine
Paladin
brain.
too. Brain work! Alright, byaw!
You hit, you deal 20
Good.
damage to it as you bring up the hammer as it strikes it. There's this large, almost, like, descending frequency whenever you strike it, as if, like, you disrupt the magnetic field around it to the point where there's, like, just like a... Whenever you do it, it struggles to reform itself. It looks like the elemental is, not highly durable. Powerful, but you guys have already chunked so much into it, it looks like it's not doing so well on its own.
And that's my turn.
Alright, looks like the boy's gonna get one last turn out of this. Okay! As he does, as it gets hit, it goes limp in the air for a second, then you see effectively what comprises its fingers, the rocks that take the place of hands. They grip together, and it starts to charge up magnetic energy again, and it is gonna go for the same thing it did before. Who is within, let's see, what is it, 10 feet of it? I believe you guys
4
are.
of us. Yeah.
Yeah.
3 of us plus Jerky.
Aye.
Jerky's not going to be affected.
Oh, yeah.
Jerky's not holding anything metal.
That's true.
Except for
Here
that
we go.
adorable crown they definitely have.
It begins to build up magnetic energy. Its body then extends outwards as it hits a DBZ, like, charging up pose as it unleashes magnetic energy out from it. You guys are going to have to save.
Oh no.
Omar, you
Well.
succeed. The other 2 of you fail. You guys are going to take 66 force damage. And it was good damage. Goodness. It deals 28 damage, and then as well, you guys are pushed back. You're pushed back by 10 feet. Let's see. We can push you to there. Omar, you are not pushed back. As it blasts outwards, you manage to prevent being moved by it. Backflip.
Just backflip in place.
Yeah.
Backflips of
Bullshit.
magnetic force. All right.
By
As it-
flipping in the air, he switched the polarity of the magnetism, pulling himself both away from it and towards it at the same time.
Miriam, you are thrown back. You collide with a wall, and your vision goes dim. The faultless greatsword clatters to the ground, echoing down the hallways as it does as you hit the ground. Actually, hold on. Fenris and Miriam, roll me strength saving throws. I really like when the dice just flies into space.
Miriam's just.
Yeah, you got a 1, and you. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, Mario.
And unconscious.
So, the faultless greatsword sticks to it. As you are blasted back, it just collides with this thing's body and stays on it. Fenris,
Yeah.
the Hammer of Constantinian Winter is technically made of metal. Just a very specific kind of metal. So it is also, as you're pulled away, it is pulled out of your hands, and it is also stuck to the magnetic
Its head
elemental.
looks at either side of it, it grabs both, pulls them up.
Dual wields faultless greatsword Hammer of Constantinian Winter.
That sounds like a goddamn nightmare.
This is the elemental of the gods now.
Goodness. It is then going. Omar, you can attack it if you want to. It is going to move up, floating up above everybody, going about 15 feet up. Do you want an opportunity to attack it?
I will.
All right, then go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
That is a hit.
Yeah.
You strike. You deal minimum damage. You deal 5 damage to it as it raises up, and it begins scanning around the room. Avi, your turn. Flux, you're on deck.
Y'all were close to it, but now I can't get snack attack. It's not your fault. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I will also fly up 15 feet because 2 can play at that game. And then I'm going to.
You can scroll your own height now, by the way. Just hold Alt and then scroll wheel on your character.
Woo! Yay! Thanks, Butch.
And it pops up in a better place now, in my opinion.
Yeah, so I am 10 feet. I will never forget that from Guts Games. Anyway, I'm gonna throw Vox Victoria. Hiya!
You hurl it at it. It hits.
Yay! I really wish I had a sneak attack. It's fine. Grumble, grumble, demon grumble, yaw.
You strike it. It takes 9 damage.
I will bonus action summon it back.
Mm-hmm.
And throw it again. I'm not throwing metal at it. I'm also low on ammo, so. Yeah.
Nope.
Well, we're gonna throw a normal people dagger at it. Plus 1 dagger. This is my
I'll tell you
lesson.
when I see it. We're once again freezing up a little bit.
Heck.
This is gonna be life now. This is
This
gonna
is
be me
fine.
being like, give me a sec.
Are you cool if I throw the dagger, or you want me to wait?
I would like you to wait.
Okay, I'm just double checking.
I do not want additional things processing. I wouldn't be able to see it anyways while it's freezing,
Mm-hmm.
so there's no point. All right, go ahead.
Okay. Oh, fucking hell.
That one.
Yeah,
that misses.
That's fine. Okay.
The
movement.
magnetism gives advantage as it pulls the tip of the blade into its own heart.
Man, the magnetism between. I can't even do it. That's my own bag.
Your one weakness. was having a human heart. I actually should have been running you guys with disadvantage, incidentally, with a lot of your attacks. Alrighty. So you swoop up, you fly around the top of the room as its head seems to turn and track you, the one rock that comprises what would be its head. Flux, your turn. Miriam, you're on deck. Prepare for your death save.
Right.
Alright, let's see if science can redeem itself. Pacha!
You fire. Science has not redeemed
Oh!
Science, why?
itself. You fire at it, it brings up its arm, and it strikes the blast of force as it comes near it, scattering it harmlessly.
Come on, Master Mister, I really need a win here. Can you give me this one?
That hits.
Prayer works!
Firebolt me, bitch!
Alright,
That's how
Pachu!
Flux
You
discovers
fire?
faith.
How do you want to do this?
Just like shooting at this thing wildly, everything's missing, and just things like, and I don't know, is that how religion works? Maybe I'll give that a shot. Mister, can you give me a hand? I'm having a hard time hitting it. Can you do me a solid? And just an unexpectedly huge burst of like silver plasma just cuts an enormous hole through this thing's chest.
Alright, you hit it. It holds in the air for a second, and then you see the little rocks that have a vibration to them begin to stutter and then fall one by one, and all the metal items that had been on its body clatter down to the ground as well. It is a dead. Miriam, please roll a death save.
Oh boy.
Crap.
It's just
Yeet
yours.
yours into oblivion.
It's just yours, just soar into space. I don't know why.
Like, why?
Miriam's just such
The
a mythical
Fanian steals
boy.
my dice.
You succeed one death save.
So, what's our game plan?
Smoke bomb, stab.
Do you have a smoke bomb?
I am a smoke bomb.
Oh, that'd be cool.
The door seemed to be similar to the one that was leading into the fortress itself, so I'm not sure how well I could pick that open, if at all. So either we find a way in, or we make a racket.
Have we not been making a racket so far?
We're not enough of one.
They
I mean,
were
we could always
holding-
be polite and just knock.
We could.
Also, maybe watch out in case there's any more invisible Duergar standing in front of the door.
Yeah.
That
We'll
seems
know, I
wise.
guess.
Do you believe we are in proper shape to fight that many Duergar at the moment?
Probably not, but I think so long as we fight them and not the creature downstairs for now, we'll be fine.
You two are looking a little rough still.
I always look rough.
You want me to patch you up a little bit at least, or?
I mean, yeah, I'm open to suggestions. What does this entail?
Putting bandages on and stopping all the bleeding that's happening.
I could work with that. That's a start.
All right, I will do that. I can give you a thingy-ma-do. Take this. Take my
Oh,
heal.
my dear.
Oh,
Goodness.
Yours.
In this economy, a thingamadoo?
and
You get a
that's
move
one
off
use.
my mouse here.
That. Do you want some too? Looks over to Fenris.
Oh, if you wouldn't mind.
Yeah. All right. And
So- It's cool to have another person of medical, yeah, it's cool.
yeah. Oh, sorry.
What's happening?
You're good.
Okay. She's gonna look at Miriam in particular. Is there any approach that would possibly work best?
Sure, people are attacking the front gate. Hell, they've breached the gate. We're retreating. They're plundering our hold and stealing from our fine wares, and they've taken that really nice backpack we have, and
Not the backpack.
not the shiny blue sword. Oh, anything but that. Oh, woe is me.
Shiny
the
blue sword,
dwarf.
right? Got it.
Dwarfium, if you will.
She's like writing this down on her hand.
Oh.
Alack and delay, 'tis the fall of our people.
What is an allay? Never mind.
It could be an allay if you want, although you have a significant other.
That doesn't tell me what that means, but you know, I'm just gonna. Okay.
Just tell them someone breached the gate, Fenris.
Okay. Fenris will move to the door. I won't move for the sake again thereof. But for placement wise, Fenris will be up by the door. She'll look back at the others for a little bit of encouragement, and then go like in Dwarvish. Oh, it's terrible out here! Oh no, it's awful! They have attacked! They have gotten through the gate! The gate is gone! Oh, the horror, the terror, the backpack! The backpack, I tell you!
Oh, we got your backpack. Now we're gonna beat you up.
Oh,
she's
no,
so
not the
cute.
beating of me up! Oh! Help! Help!
I, the only female Duragar in the...
I, the only female Swedish Duragar.
You're so cute.
Roll me.
Speaks Dwarvish with an accent.
Oh, I love it.
Aye.
This is for the first
Those
time.
lesser
Nat.
those lesser southern underdog Duragar do certainly speak with a strange way about them. Fucking. Go ahead and roll me deception, Fenris.
It's time for... It's for the first time in this campaign, a good old 8 in charisma's coming into play. Let's fucking go. Alright. Deception. Disgrace. Alright. Yeah! Yeah. This tracks. Help!
Alright, they're going to the hot fender. It's fine. Everything will go in. Opens door. That's not hot!
You hear effectively nothing coming from inside. The murmurs that were there, they do stop, they cease, and after a few moments, you hear several sounds that sound like thunderclaps coming from inside, but heavily muted.
Let's get away from the door. Get away from the door.
I guess I really upset them. Fenris will run.
One moment, please, while I have to adjust some things.
Yeah, man.
Hey man, I never said that it was a good idea.
But it was a fun idea.
Brothers, take your war mushrooms.
Let's go!
Go large and jump on our heads.
Ah, this is fun. Oh man.
Wow.
Now.
You guys hear the thunderous stomping of, though muffled, of footsteps heading towards the door. As they move forward, you hear the sound of creaking as from the other side. The door buckles very briefly, and then begins to slowly push open as you see the massive form of a, what you recognize to be another Duragar on the other side. As you look through, you see, many of them are not terribly visible from where they are. You see past them, there's a couple massive forms of other Duragar that are standing by, javelins at the ready as this other one pushes the large doors open, just with a resounding Alright, as they push it open, you see the larger one that has more ornate armor and the massive red sword that you had identified before. He's still sitting back, like looming with the table in front of him, also having grown, the sword having grown in size with him. 3 massive Duragar stand. You can't see any of the other ones that are present. Or
That
at least that
tracks.
were present. Fenris, you're actually going first.
Oh shit. What will I do?
You just hear a yell come from the back of the room from the larger one. I'm not sure what they want, but I'm sure that Uva would love to have their way with them. Capture them!
Oh my.
I'm casting. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna activate Investiture of Ice. Methinks.
Yep, you apply that to yourself. There's a 10-foot radius of difficult terrain that follows around you. And you can use an action to fire a 15-foot cone of ice. I believe it is your action to have used Investiture of Ice. So you bring the Hammer of Constantinian Winter up, you, like, tap it on the ground, and as you do, the gem glows. Ice begins to swirl around you. The entirety of the hallway freezes, because the range that would have would be about that.
It's a bonus action to take a potion, right?
Yes.
Okay. I think I'm gonna take my potion of healing as well. Just cause I have a feeling I'm about to get hit quite a bit. Alright, here we go.
You wait till you get into battle, be like, and another potion of healing. Nom, nom, nom.
Okay, I will admit I thought I was gonna be in the back of the group, but then I immediately made this a fucking problem for everyone. And a cone sounds like a good idea to be able to be like, yeah! Because they're coming out of a door.
Perfect cone shape right there.
Perfect cone shape. If only you had an action this turn.
Yeah, and that's my turn.
The one at the front's gonna go. The one at the front sees you create a cone of ice. As they do, they look down towards it, they regard it. They look back up towards you, and they don't seem to really care. They're going to stomp forward into it.
Okay.
As they do, they're gonna get to there. They're gonna get enough to the side that they're not immediately blocking everything. As they step forward, they bring up their massive war pick. Are there any effects from Investiture's ice when they enter into the area, or is it just difficult terrain?
Let me double check. It looks like it just is a difficult terrain situation.
Okay. They step forward, it plants its foot heavily, trying to smash it down into the ice to get its footing. Brings up its war pick, and it's gonna go for an attack on you. It brings it down. It goes by you and strikes into the ground beside you. Some of the ice cracks up as it does.
Slide to the left. Slide to the right. Take it back there, y'all.
This boy's gonna go. He is going to stomp forward and get into the hallway with you, weaving around the others. He's going to rush forward, and Fenris, he's going to go for you as well. As he does, Gallo is going to go ahead, and Gallo is going to use his reaction to call out commands to him as he moves forward. Real quick. Seems to call out commands that cause the Duergar rushing at you to begin to wince. He's going to actually deal some damage to his ally, but in return, roll a d6. Cool. So he rushes at you, psychic energy builds up around him, he winces as this instruction seems as much to be a curse as it is anything else. He strikes at you with his war pick, which soars with great intention and hits. He rolled low, but he strikes. You're going to take another. You're going to take 2d8 plus 2 piercing damage. You take 9 damage through your temporary hit points.
Okay.
Top of the turn order. Seeing as that it has no real effect. Let's see. Where are you? Let's see. Omar. I'm about to roll an intelligence save against you.
Oh, fuck.
Oh no.
Are you doing anything?
I don't know. I don't think I have anything to put into it, so... Nope.
Okay, can I give him a freaking flash of genius?
Do you have to be able to see the effect triggering?
Let me double check. I need to be able to see the creature I'm targeting, but it doesn't say anything about seeing the effect.
What's the text say?
When you or another creature you can see within 30 feet of you makes an ability check or a saving throw, you can use your reaction to add your intelligence modifier to the roll.
Yeah, and he's just within 30 feet of you, so... Yep, go ahead.
Take this.
Thank you, my boy. It was so... I appreciate the attempt.
Oh no!
Sorry I let you down.
Still fail.
No, I let you down.
You are about a half space away from Fenris, so we're gonna say that. Omar, you need to make an attack against Fenris. You need to use your reaction to do so.
Oh
Et tu,
no!
Brute? Et tu, Brute?
So, I'm guessing, can I choose what I make the attack with, or do I have to do it, like, do I want to do it, or what's the deal?
You'll say with your rapier.
Okay. Oh, shit, I rolled it against the, not Fenris.
A 20 would hit Fenris, though.
Yo.
Heck.
Huh.
Yeah, please roll low. That's very high!
Omar turns, you hear whispering in the back of your mind, and you feel compelled, very briefly, to turn and strike at Fenris. You do, you strike into Fenris with the rapier, and then you immediately regain control of yourself. As you can see, from where you are... actually, hold on. Omar.
Oh god, I'm so sorry!
What's your line of sight? Yeah, you can see it.
Was it really that bad?
As Omar, as you can see from where you are, as soon as Fantasy Grounds decides it wants to fucking kick back in. This is fine.
Makes us breathe a little more during combat.
Sir? Come on.
Yeah, Matt.
You can do it.
As you see another one standing off by the table, just beside where it was slid over before, you see another one of the Durgar fade back in, having been invisible. This one appears to be wearing much darker clothing. They have a hood pulled up over their head. Their face is covered, the bottom half of their face is covered in a dark mask. You see them with a hand out towards you, of psychic energy moving from their palm in between their fingers. They close their hand after the effect subsides on you.
Okay.
That is going to be... That is going to be them. They'll have to come out of invisibility to do that. Fenris and Omar, you're on deck.
Oh, nuts. What do I do now? My turn just went up in smoke.
Whack and thwack.
Yeah.
Bap 'em.
It's time to play whack-a-mole with some Duragar. Alright, here we go. I'm gonna... It's hammer time.
That's a hit!
Yeah! I'm a Stygian Snap.
Roll your normal damage first, please.
I will. Yeah.
Okay.
Woo!
Ooh.
That was a lot of damage.
You deal 23
That's
damage.
tasty. And now for a good old Stygian. Alright, here we go. So gonna make it take the same. Oh, I'm trying it too many times. Does it show on your end that I made it roll?
No, and it's not freezing.
Okay. I'll do that again. It's so weird. It's not rolling the save. Let me try dragging the. Oh, there it goes.
It fails.
Yeah! Have 48 cold damage and not be able to take reactions, you butthead.
He's dead.
We won't be able to take reactions.
He won't be taking reactions ever again. Flux, Jerky, and Miriam, you're on deck.
Alright, I think I'm gonna run over here. I think that's where my Spoda boy.
Yes, that's about where I fell.
Yeah, so I'll pick him up. And how far away are y'all? Okay, I'll move there. Cool.
Those
yeah,
10
Miriam,
hit
are
points
you
are
out
doing
of?
some work.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Something I can just do on a bonus action, like it's so good. Are you out of temp hit points, Miriam?
Probably no.
How many do you got left?
I have 14 left. I have been surprisingly unhit.
Gotcha. Alright, so I will almost definitely roll lower than that if I hit you with it again. Okay.
I mean, it doesn't matter. If you roll it on them and it comes up lower, it'll just not replace
Not
them.
impose itself. Yeah.
Oh, I thought it automatically overrode it.
When you gain temporary hit points, if the amount you gain is higher, then you switch to that temporary hit point effect. If the amount you gain is lower, it just treats it as if it hadn't done anything to you.
Gotcha. Okay. Then, let's give it a shot.
Sure.
I gotta remember to target myself, too. There we go. Chew?
You go.
Oh my god!
You give everyone 14 again!
7s and 8s!
Goodness.
Damn!
Holy
So I
crap,
think you
dude.
should keep this out for most of the time.
Like, it's so good!
This is
So
just my
good.
opinion. This is a humble bred opinion, but that... Ooh.
Like,
I
its
do-
only downside is its range. Like, heck.
It works for hallway tactics, though.
Firing through them, I'd say that they would have partial cover, given that you're firing through 2 people, effectively. But I don't think...
would
But
it
your
be-
thing avoids it, right? Your feature...
Yes, yeah, I can avoid partial and half cover.
Okay, then don't worry about it.
Hell yeah! Alright, for my son! Again! This time better, maybe?
That misses.
No.
That's not.
Fires at it as your fire streaks towards them. They bring up their own fire, and they counter your fire with their fire!
Fire, counterfire. Alright, yeah. Shit, I'm sorry, son. I guess I just don't love you enough.
Miriam! Avi, you're on deck.
Hey, Ugly, want to see a magic trick? Cool. I cast Hold Person at 3rd level on Gallo and on Greyhound.
Ooh! Roll it against him.
Target you, and... Yeah.
Oh, he failed!
You just did so much for me.
2 of these big boys are paralyzed. Let me modify this. That's changed.
It's changed?
Yeah, my DC got higher.
Yes.
It still had my original DC. Yeah. Alright.
They're paralyzed. They begin to shudder and they stop moving. Oh, actually, we'll have to... I think I took off that specific version of that effect, but if we get to their turn, I'll just roll it manually. I do have an automatic save effect still on, but I changed it to a different extension, so I may just have to reprogram them. Oh no, I have to roll dice myself. What will I do?
I gotta roll dice in Dungeons and Dragons. I hate doing that.
I hate rolling dice.
God!
You see him freeze up, he brings up the blade to attack Avi, and he just freezes in place, and you hear a faint, almost incomprehensible curse under his breath.
You're in really big danger. My turn.
Oh.
Avi!
man. Oh, thank you, buddy. Alrighty. So we're gonna go for some attacks. On Gallo. Y'all.
You hit, and this will be a critical, so
What?
make sure to hit critical.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Yo!
Oh, damn.
You said meow, and then it had to catch up with itself. I assume a lot of
Yep.
dice just got let loose.
I'm sure.
Sneak attack crits are kind of scary.
Come on.
It wouldn't. Oh yeah, I would have had a fucking sneak attack on there because fucking it's advantage.
Oh, did you not? You didn't add it?
I didn't because I forgot it
Well,
was an advantage thing.
we
I'm
are-
thinking about people.
We are committing to the idea of
Yep.
not going back on that, so you'll have to hit again.
Yep.
You do
That's
16
fine.
damage.
Oh no, I'm gonna hit him again. That thing I was gonna do anyway. Oh. Yow.
That's a hit.
Can I throw a snack attack on this one?
Yes, you can.
Cool. Just making sure. Just double checking. Hi-y'all.
Ugh.
Please die.
60 damage.
Woohoo! Why aren't you dead? Alright, that was an 8 dexterity. We're gonna extra attack. Hi, shut the fuck up.
That hits.
Avi, you're so mean.
What? Me? Never.
That's 14 more damage.
Okay.
Oh.
So, for my bonus action, I'm gonna flash Victorious over to the Mind Master Boy.
Okay.
Because I don't want to be in this circle of death, guys.
That's fair.
What? I
Understandable.
thought you were
Over to
comfortable.
Mind Master, so you're
Yep.
you're going in?
Yeah, I'm going
Okay.
in.
So you can throw it up to... Alright, so are you doing that as an attack against them?
Yep.
Okay, roll the thrown attack. And roll with
And
advantage.
it's made with advantage. And... Yo!
You attack.
If you want to be a weenie, you appear within 5 feet. You could appear inside the Foot Cloud.
Oh, you're right.
Doesn't have to be a point you can see.
They would...
No, I just have to... I have to be within 5 feet of them.
Yeah, the thing is, it wouldn't affect the attack, because the thrown weapon attack is the thrown weapon attack.
No, I'm saying they could be a weenie, like they could hit them with it
Oh,
and then
no.
appear in it,
Oh,
and
I see.
then no one can see them because they just vanish.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take Miriam's advice. I like Miriam's advice.
Okay, you will have to be down on the level.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay, you do so.
And-
Roll your damage against them.
Achoo!
You attack, they get hit, they take 9 damage.
Oh, honestly, hold on. I mean, it doesn't really matter because you still have to appear there. The fog cloud's gone.
Cool, that's fine. I wanted
yeah,
out of
'cause
the
you're
circle of
using-
death.
Because I'm using a whole person.
Yeah. Alright.
You're right. Cool, that's me.
Alright, Revon's gonna go. Revon is going to consider this boy who keeps firing waves of flame at you to be a large threat, and they're gonna go ahead and go for attacks on them. They're going to go... First short sword attack, they strike, they get a 25. That's really good. They hit, they cut into them, dealing 8 damage. They go for their second attack. They miss on that one, they get a 17. They go for their bonus action attack, bringing the blade down. They hit, they take another 7 damage, cutting into them.
Murder.
And now, something that is going to greatly upset many of you is about to happen.
Uh-huh.
Nuts.
Oh,
They're going to
no.
trigger an opportunity attack from Revon doing this. As they see this is happening, and they see that their ally has been paralyzed, Brood Rider is going to turn. They reach their arms out, they grab handles on the back of the doors, and they back up, pulling the doors in and closed behind them as they step back into the room.
Oh,
Avi!
It is going to be their action to close it. You guys see these huge doors strike closed. And that's leaving you guys outside with them, and leaving Avi in there with them. This one is going to take its turn. You do see on the inside there are large handles. You see this one is going to use their action. They head out to the side of the door. You see them pick up a large reinforced plank. They take it up and they push it in between the handles on the doors, reinforcing it. You all on the other side hear just a as the doors seem to lock into place. As they're going to step forward and near Avi. It's movement. Movement's what does it. I don't know why. It's like some stuff is freezing it up, but it's always whenever stuff moves. How strange. I think it's aura stuff. The more I'm thinking about it, the more it's like when things move near other monsters, it seems to happen. So yeah, during the break, I think I'll turn off the aura effects, and I don't know, we'll fucking see if it does anything. I'll turn off a bunch of superfluous stuff, because I have a bunch of extensions that don't really use, because we don't even have the races to use them. Alright, it's gonna step towards you, gets within range of you, Avi, seems to interpose itself between Gallo and you, but beyond that, nothing else there. Gallo's going to go. Gallo is going to... When you're paralyzed, you can't use reactions, correct?
I don't believe so.
Okay, then he cannot give himself a bonus on this, which means he's just gonna go end of his turn. Goes down. Yep, he did an autosave, so I will roll it against him.
DC 16.
DC 16. Yep! He got a 16.
No!
Oh.
As he breaks
Avi!
free from being paralyzed. But he will have wasted his turn.
All right. Wow. Okay. Okay. All right. Whew. What do I do? Okay. I'm gonna run up to this boy.
Alright, he's paralyzed.
Good! I'm gonna inflict wounds on him You know, I need to get to Aviana sooner than later. I'm gonna do a 4th level inflict wounds.
Okay.
Yes.
God.
Roll it against him.
Annihilate this bitch.
Oh my god!
Yes!
It's a double crit.
Which means nothing!
But it's shot.
Yeah, no, fucking, you really need to get in there. Go ahead and roll your damage. As you rush forward, you deal 69 damage. Nice! That's the most damage Fenris has ever done. You rush forward, you put your hand on them, their body shimmers for a second, and like a wave of necrotic energy blasts forward, and their body is reduced to a withered husk that shrinks down and is so dried out that when it hits the ground, it cracks into several pieces. Miriam, since that expired, you would become aware that since it's a concentration spell, that the effects of your spell have ended.
Oh shit, Avi's in danger.
Oh no! Oh gosh! I'm just gonna. We'll see. I have to see them shoot. I'm gonna bonus action healing word to myself.
Alrighty.
Being a little selfish, but
As
oofy
you
ouchie,
do
we're all
this,
hurt.
the Get Keck, the potion master, as you all begin to become worried for Avi, you see them like juggling flasks, like fire flasks, like tossing them between their hands. You just hear a starting to get a little bit worried, are you? As long as I'm here, you won't be getting in there, though.
You won't be here for long!
Just look at him. I don't know. He just looks at it.
With you being this close, you see that like bluish glow to the veins around their eyes and in their eyes. There's something. There's this almost hypnotized look to them. I'm sure our queen would like to have a word with all of you. So, since I'm surely not going to be here for long, you see them put 2 of their flasks together. They pull another concoction and throw it in. You see them reel back and toss it over all of your heads, down the hallway. When it flies, it hits the end of the hallway and it shatters, and rather than letting out a blast of fire, you hear the effects of a thunder-based spell erupt from the area and let out this deafening echo through the hallways. Our queen! We have company!
Okay, if we quickly get the sword and then run, maybe we could just forgo the whole queen situation.
Perhaps.
Your queen's a gross bug. That's all he says.
Oh, excuse me. Bless
The
me.
probably still cute, but still. Gross bug. Bug's gross. They're gooey. Exoskeletons.
I don't like them.
What are
I don't
those?
like bugs.
Alright.
You met a good bug?
That's going to be their entire turn, because that is effectively casting a spell. Omar?
Okay. You need to die now.
You must die. That is a hit. They're dead.
Woo!
This boy's going to go. That boy's going to turn. And they are gonna... Let's see. How much distance do we have to work with here? Yeah, they can make it to about there. They're not gonna move then. Because they're dwarves. They don't have a whole lot of movement. They're gonna hurl a javelin at you, Avi.
Obey.
That is a hit.
No.
Doing that dodge.
Penny dodged. Yeah.
Right.
Flying through the air.
They hurl it at you. You take no damage. 11 reduced to nothing.
All right. Tuck my wings in. Roll out of the way.
Zolatrix is gonna go. They're going to step through the table, crushing it as they move. They are going to hold their action to attack as soon as an ally is near them.
Okay.
Gallo, on the other hand,
No.
All right.
he's going to step around them, break through the table as he moves. Ugh. He is going to go for 3 attacks on you.
All right. I forgot he came right after. I should have said my dad, but all right, let's go, boys.
Hate that for
3
you.
attacks. He scores a 24. He hits.
Mm-hmm.
Brings it up. You are hit by it. You take 18 damage. Brings it around, strikes through. As it does, it cuts through some of the wood underneath him. The table is ripped apart as he strikes again. That one misses. Brings it up. Wood flies ever around you as you dodge it. He's gonna go for one more attack.
Furniture.
That's a crit.
All right, boys.
Before I even do damage, I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh.
So I'm gonna roll it against you. Is there anything you can add to it, or you want to
I
add
can't
to
add
it?
anything, but I'm willing to burn my last luck point.
If you fail this, then we'll do that.
Yeah.
Godspeed, Aviana. This is a serious save.
Burn in lucky.
Roll the d20. It's a d20 plus 2. You're looking to beat a 15.
Nope.
14.
Do you have any more lucky?
Nope, I'm out.
Oh,
You guys
man.
better get to me. Uh-huh.
As the blade strikes you, as it cleaves up towards you and hits you, the damage is irrelevant. You instantly die.
What?
As it hits you, you are overwhelmed by the screeching sound coming from the blade. You are knocked from the air. You are immediately lifeless. You are not dying. You died.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Fenris, as you turn and you begin running that way, your attention diverted, you see a creature come around the side. As for the first time,
No.
you see the massive, skittering form of the insectoid beast with a humanoid figure on top of it that you'd been told about before.
Oh, come on, Tequin, why?
It is, I believe... It should be just within your view. Yep. Its turn is right after yours, so once your turn ends, so that's you.
Shit.
You've taken your movement.
I mean, yeah, it has to be my own, I think. Oh, God.
It's gonna go.
Okay. Oh, shit.
As it looks towards you, you see this figure on top of it regard down the hallway, see what happens, see the bright flash of light that came from the attack. It is going to upset me greatly, is what it's going to do.
Oh, no, not like this.
It is going to cast.
Oh, don't cast. I hate that.
It is going to cast Banishment on Fenris.
No! No! You've gotta be fucking kidding me.
Succeed that save.
Can I use a Favier? Can I use my last Favier?
You always can.
Yes!
Reply to yourself, oh look, they coded the thing wrong. What a good time to use the extension that lets me change the DCs.
Listen here, you butthole. I said no thank you.
Alright, you've applied it.
I
It
have
raises
to
its
stay.
hand. Energy begins to build up around you. It's making you roll it. You succeed.
That's really good.
Oh my god!
You, for a second, you see everything around you flicker and vanish, but you manage to clench your eyes, reassert your will over where you are, and you do not vanish.
That was almost so bad! Yo, this lady's got 5th level spell slots, everybody. 4th. That's still not good. Maybe not 4th. Wait.
4th banishment is 4th level.
Yes, 4th. Danger! Danger bug!
Danger, Will Robinson.
Hey, Flux, do you have any bug swatters?
Does fire count? Please let fire count.
Omar, it's your turn.
Okay. I am going to run into the room with my lantern of revealing on.
Oh, that's right!
Yep.
Yeah, Miriam is revealed. One sec while I throw him back
Oh,
on there.
thank God.
Woo! How long have you been
I am
sitting
so
here
glad I
waiting for that?
randomly chose this item to be my thing.
It's so good.
And
And
so
I'm
long
gonna-
as the light is on, I'm visible.
Yep.
I get to him, and I'm gonna fucking jam my supreme healing potion down his gullet.
So I need to check a thing. We'll say that you ran around Gallo's range for the purposes of this, because you technically
Yeah.
just exited. Sure, go ahead. Apply it to Miriam.
I can target my boy. And yeah.
Oh, on my screen they're all stuck in a 50!
Oh, there we go.
Exceptional heal! Nice heal. Miriam,
I love that.
you sputter awake. Your invisibility's still technically on, but not really playing into anything.
Please don't die.
All right. Hi. Thank you.
You're my legal advisor.
And I can't really do anything else with anything I have, I don't think. So what is this? What is agile parry? What are you? Can I do that as a heck?
You could do patient defense.
I was
You
about
want
to say, I'm like, do you have patient
patient.
defense?
I have no more key points.
All right, you spent them earlier.
Right.
I guess that's me.
Alrighty. Alright. Mindmaster, they're gonna go. They're going after Revon. They're gonna go for one attack on them. They attack with their blade. And they miss. Blocked by armor. It just barely stops. Reva, he's then going to use their, they're then going to use their mind controlling ability. They're going to target Omar.
Huh? Oh no.
Omar, you're about to make an intelligence save.
Well, about to
crap.
fail. An intelligence save is the more appropriate thing.
Oh, nat 20!
No, you're fucking
You
not.
succeed!
You are Omar.
No!
Fenris!
Shit.
Flux, you're on deck, but you would know that Uvu is going to go between you.
Guys, we need
Oh, sorry,
to
Omar's
go.
on deck. Omar's on deck, not Flux, my bad.
Someone grab Aviana. We need to get the heck out of here. I'ma run up to this boy. And I'm going to upcast using my arcane gloves, which I may have forgot I had. I'm going to, once again, 4th level, inflict wounds.
Alright, target him.
Let me just...
Roll your attack.
Take a moment. Hold on,
I'm holding.
Oh, you
I'm waiting. Ooh, baby, I'm holding.
I don't even remember. Oh, right, the bottom of my sheet. See, I told you this
Magic
would help.
items.
1, 2, 3. Okay.
I love you so much.
I'm gonna use my last inspiration to make sure this hits.
Okay, roll with advantage.
Okay. Uh-huh. Because, boy oh boy, I would love for this boy to die right now.
Oh.
That's a 20!
That was almost over 20s!
Do it!
It was.
Roll your damage! You rush up, you jump up towards
Not
them,
today.
put your hand out and strike them. They take 73 damage, and as you do, you blast them. A hole erupts in their chest. As they fall back, the sword slips from their hand. It begins to shrink, they begin to shrink, and Fenris, you catch the strange sight of as the glow from the veins recedes, his expression softens, and you see a look of relief come across their face as they hit the ground. Okay, so we're gonna have to, for the first time in quite some time, we're gonna have to go through the death, resurrect, and resurrection rules. So, what is your DC? This is the first time you've died, Avi. It's going to increase. Fenris, if given that this is Revivify, as per the way that we run death here, you are the only person who can take an action to try to aid them, to say something, to do something, to try to attempt to recall their soul back to their body, to try to aid them. What would you like to try to do?
Okay, oh my god, okay, let me see what I'm good at here. I pull out my cooking tools. No, bad joke, bad time. Okay. I'm going to try to figure out what needs to be mended internally the most, or how the magic worked, and kind of try to...
The body is dead. I will say that as far as
Yes.
repairing the body goes, that will not bring the soul back to it.
I'm trying to figure out how to make myself roll medicine, because that's...
Okay, well you're on the right track.
Yeah. Basically focus on undoing all of... making it habitable for the soul to come back.
Okay.
Like,
Roll me a
coaxing
medicine
it.
check.
Yes, okay. That's what we want to hear. Okay. I have no inspiration, no favor, and no balls. All right.
Can we give other people favor?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Here we go. I'm rolling it. No backsies now.
Alright, that'll affect the DC for what we're doing. Since it is Revivify, and since any revival spell with a casting time of 1 action or lower, as per the way I run it, you're the only one that can make the check. You now, as the caster, Fenris, have to roll a d20 with no modifiers added against the DC for Avi. And if you beat the DC. If you match it or get higher, then Avi will be restored.
Oh, God. Why are you putting their fate in my hands?
Not, you did. You cast Revivify.
Hayden, I love you and I love Aviana. I really hope this works. Oh god. I love you too. Come on, big money, big money!
You do. As you put your hands out and you put your hands on Aviana, you try your best to restore the damage to it. You focus the magical energy on repairing the body and restoring what damage has been done so that the soul could easily fall back into it without falling into a state of death again. As you do, Avi, you become conscious of what is going on around you. You take a very sharp breath in as your body quickly sputters back to life. You have 1 hit point.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
However, I need you, before we get too deep in, I need you to roll 1d6.
Okay, I'm gonna roll the 1d6. Okay. Sorry, I have an audience and I'm crying. Okay, 1d6, I rolled it on in the chat, Hayden, in the chat.
Your
charisma goes down.
Your charisma goes down by 1 point permanently.
I'll take that. I'll fucking take
That's
it.
Woo! One of the best ones for you.
Aviana, that is fucking on brand.
Oh my god, myself and Omar are both crying.
Flux and Miriam, you're on deck. You'll have to make that save again on your next turn at the end of it.
Huh. Crap. Yeah, I guess I'll take a shot at Zolatrix. Sure, that'll go well.
You attack. That's a hit.
Oh my god, I can hit! Finally! Oh my god!
The curse
Finally
is
happened!
broken.
Science!
That's 13 damage.
Choo-pa-choo. Alright. And, damn, I want to help them try and break out of being charmed, but I don't know the first thing about how to do that. Crap. May as well at least try and protect them for now. I'll hit them with more temporary hit points, see if I can roll higher. It's always so far down the sheet.
Yep, you got 14
Nice.
maximum.
Hell yeah! Stay alive! And, yeah, I guess it's,
Miriam,
it's
Roll.
my turn.
roll a Constitution save. You remain charmed and stunned. Avi?
Come here, come here.
Jerky paws at the dazed Marius.
Aww.
No.
Okay. Alright, idiots, we need to go. Fucking hell.
Agreed.
Use the
We
arrow keys.
need... Yep, I moved and then I moved myself back because I remembered. Okay, do I want... Ooh, okay. Okay. Take out the boy? I could take out the boy.
You could get your snack attack.
I could super get my snack attack. You know what? Alright, bitch. Alright, bitch, we playing. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You're not quite right next to you. Is that close enough to bap him? Or there, cool. Thanks. Please, I don't know, I'm trying to bring
You would have to go.
over.
You would have to go 5 feet down, though.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Fuck off, fuck off, fuck off!
Oh!
Yeah!
My entire penis!
Yeah, man.
Listen here. Alright. Sneak attack. Nurgus. Yeah, man. Okay, sneak attack is on. Oh my god, just fucking die.
It's going to. It is going to die.
Yeah!
You exceeded its hit points by 75. You death by instant damage, fucking massive damage did. You killed it twice. It's dead.
And damn it, that thing's not around for me to be like, fucking fear me, bitch. And be like, alright, we need to go!
We are in the Underdark. Something that can tunnel like that can follow us for as long as it has to. Either we kill it here, or we do not kill it at all. And it finds us later when it is more prepared.
Oh, that's a good point.
It is, unfortunately.
Down here you do not let things live.
And now Revon is going to go for their attack, and then that'll be the end of the reaction attacks. They fire a crossbow bolt. And they... long range, I see. It does hit, though.
Good job, Revon.
I was about to say,
Fire, they strike it. It takes 4 damage, and they nat 1 their concentration check. They come up from the ground, they go to attack, they come up, their stinger aimed, and like their various spindly legs aim to strike at Fenris on the ground. And as Vox Victoria streaks across them and hits them, and then a crossbow bolt strikes them, hitting them in the skull, not quite striking into their skull, but cuts into it, and you see them get knocked off center, and they start to kind of spin in place on top of the insect, which staggers around drunkenly in its space. Heckin'... Revon just saved your fucking life, Fenris.
I know!
Just by the by.
I know!
Now,
alright. You need to die. So, listen here, game.
Oh my
Trini.
goodness.
Eh.
Hey.
Hi. Okay. What? Sorry, your brain's short-circuiting. I'm like, Lamau. Okay, first I'm gonna use my bonus action, summon back Vox Victoria, just so that I have it.
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna go for some heckin' attacks. Yeah.
That's a crit!
Oh my
So
god,
nice.
Aviana!
Okay.
Snack, snack.
Oh yeah, bitch I know, because I also am like, okay, it's because we also have heckin' Fear of Slaughter and fucking Critical Flourish, so snack attack first. Yeah. So many dice, it makes me so happy.
Real quick, before you jump the gun here.
Yup. So many guns to jump over.
Yeah, you can use Critical Flourish. You have effectively 3 attacks left. You cut into it. The attack is almost lethal. You see the humanoid form on top. Looks like it starts weaving some kind of magic. There's this dark orb that is fluctuating between its hands. You still have your actions. Go ahead.
No.
That hits.
Alright. Yeah.
You deal 7 damage.
Okay.
That was critical flourish, we'll say.
Critical flourish. Can I try to shove it as part of that? I don't think I can, because it's a big, large boy, but it's part of critical
if you
flourish.
shoved it, it would just go into Omar and Flux.
That's
Try
fair.
to shove it
You
prone.
can knock it prone.
Yeah, can I try to shove it prone?
Does critical flourish say that you automatically do it, or do you have to try?
When you may shove them automatically as part of the attack.
All right, then it's gonna be knocked prone. 1 second while I throw that on it.
Yes, bitch.
Oh.
I'm so happy.
Taking note of
You knock
that.
it prone.
Listen. All right, it's prone, therefore I have advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Hand.
Advantage.
Yeah.
That hits.
Thank God
Okay.
for advantage.
And one more.
You deal 8 damage.
And I effectively have one more after this.
Yes.
That's my last one. And it's marked as prone? Alright, so I don't need to mark
It's
it.
marked as
Yeah, cool. I'm just making sure.
That's a hit.
Yeah!
How do you want to do this?
Okay. Going to stab into it and knock it prone with my foot, just kick it over, and essentially like fly on top of it and take both blades and sever the humanoid body from it, and then just like flip off of it and just land next to Miriam, like just wings out.
The insectoid body begins staggering around, letting out this high-pitched screeching noise on its own, as if it's a chicken with its head cut off. As the humanoid body hits the ground, very briefly tries to crawl forward, lets out this inhuman, high-pitched wailing before its hand, reaching out towards the body of one of the Duergar, collapses down to the ground, and as it does, the insectoid body behind it stops moving, drunkenly collapses onto the ground.
Well, okay then.
Why am I lying down?
Aww.
Bug bitch gotcha. But don't worry.
I don't feel good.
I'll go over and I'll give her a hand and help her to her feet.
How are you feeling, Avi? From personal experience, I know, the revival process can be somewhat jarring.
Physically, not dead, so
Accurate.
that.
Oh, well, I am glad we were able to get you in time. Otherwise, I would not have had the chance to give you this. And you'll give Avi the gift he made, that they made for her, like forever ago, trying to find an opportune moment. But yeah, it's basically what we would understand to be a thermos.
Oh.
Yes!
Thank you, Brad.
Aw.
Mwah. Yeah, it's like it's got like a little, I think, like kind of like a mesh bits inside of it so that you can put tea leaves in. So if you put hot water in there, it'll steep your tea and keep it warm on the long journeys. And he did his best to make the top of it look like a china teacup, but it is made of like metal, and you like tried to give it like a nice filigree, but he doesn't know art.
She will take it and just kind of unscrew the top and inspect it and just look at the like the detailing and just... This is... Wow. You really didn't have to do this, Flex.
No, of course I did. You brought me back to life, Avi. Like, you showed me real compassion and friendship. And then I repaid you by doing you such a grievous insult that I was too stupid to see. Like, I had to make things right. Is this making things right? I honestly don't trust my own judgment anymore. Is this a good reaction?
No. It's perfect. Thank you.
Oh, yes? Thank you for saying so. I don't know exactly what people would consider aesthetically pleasing, but I tried to look at some of the cups and things that were around at the time and perhaps extrapolate common patterns in their, well, patterns, and made what I hoped would look good.
It
Should
looks
also
great.
keep your tea very, very warm.
Thank you. It's, observant. This is... Thank you.
It's my pleasure. Is it?
Just kind of... No, go ahead.
This may be a weird question, but earlier when you died, do you remember anything, like, in between?
No. Just... black.
Yeah, I believe my experience was somewhat different. It makes me wonder whether everyone experiences it differently. Perhaps those of different beliefs go to different afterlives.
Possibly.
I remember it was something like a dream. I vague impressions of people I've met, my master, before being called back. This is piquing my curiosity. I believe I was told that Master Miriam has also had to be revived. Correct? Is that correct?
Yes. Well, revived multiple times. He had to be revived when we all first met, remember?
Yeah, you were there.
Oh, right. That's true. Yeah, sorry. I was thinking of the one way back in, like, the camp. That's right. That did happen. Curious. Yes, I believe I will have to ask him about that if it's... Would that be an imprudent topic?
I think... give it some time. Please,
Right.
if you don't mind.
Yes. Sorry. Of course. It must be a touchy subject. I apologize for asking such a question. It's imprudent.
It is what it is. Do you mind if I ask you something in return?
But of course.
With your connection to Mystra, how does that work exactly?
I am still trying to figure out the specifics myself. I'm not totally sure I feel any different other than when she affords me certain magical powers. But I believe she is able to sense the world through me.
And she affords you great power from what we've seen.
Indeed.
Fuck.
Fuck? I do not... I'm sorry, have I said something to anger you?
No, it's not you. It's what it means. I mentioned briefly when we were down during, well, the destruction of Summergrass. My mother, she's looking for a dead god. And after seeing what's happened to you, I can only assume that she's hoping to do what you were able to do with Mystra. And essentially bond with that god, maybe? That's why I wanted to ask how it worked.
I see. Do we know, has it been mentioned what god?
The Raven Queen.
Gotcha. Oh yeah, I just didn't know if Flux knew.
I'd said it when we were down in the basement.
Gotcha.
Thingamajig, that's the word.
Heckin' thingamajig. I see. So if I were afforded such a monumental power from the powers of Mystra, if someone were to attempt to bond to a goddess of death itself, I can imagine that one's motivations for such a thing would not necessarily be very virtuous.
She was already powerful, and this can't lead to anything good.
Indeed.
Not that I'm in any position to find her, or I don't know if I even want to stop her at this point. But if she's looking to merge with a god, could lead to trouble.
I agree. I will follow your lead, but it does seem as though stopping her makes the most sense. I do not have a firm grasp of her character, but I can imagine she might do much harm with that kind of power.
It's hard not knowing what's going on.
Yes,
Right.
I definitely, I can understand that. Seems to be a lot of that going around as of late.
Yeah. If it would make you feel better, if it would prove I've forgiven you, she's twisting her rings. If it would make you happy, you could call me Master Aviana if that makes you comfortable.
Would that be okay?
It's
I do not wish to offend you, but
it's what makes you happy to call people, right?
indeed, it fills me with a sense of comfort to understand my place in a group. I wish to show proper respect to my betters.
You're on equal footing with us, but if it makes you happy and comfortable.
I'm actually going to have Flux roll insight to try and figure out whether or not you would actually like that, given that it's contrary to... Oh!
Oh! No, she would be fine with it.
But you would probably prefer to not be called master?
I told you when we met, I'm nobody's master. But if we're going to be part of the same team, I realize I'm unsettling to be around, but if it would make you more comfortable.
Actually, if it is all right with you, then I do not wish to unnecessarily create any sort of emotional distance. I do not find you unsettling at all, Avi. And I only wish to be your friend, and if being your friend means being your equal, then I will do my utmost to sort through those feelings. If that is okay with you.
It's more than okay.
I appreciate that.
Hmm.
You are a good friend, Avi.
Huh.
Yeah.
If you wouldn't mind giving me a quick moment.
Oh, yes, absolutely. I'm sorry, I have taken up enough of your time. I will tries to, scooch around sleeping people to give you some more space.
No, thank you. Again.
Not at all. Have a pleasant evening, Avi.
Moves back to his pile of items to identify.
Yeah.
Kind of play with the thermos for a sec and then pull out her sending stone. Alright. She's gonna send a quick message to Rory.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, things went bad. I died today. Fenris brought me back. So I'll come home. But I'm sorry for being stupid. And that's it.
Are you okay? Did something happen? What do you mean you're back? Which is fine, which is good. But what...
Oh.
Oh no!
I obviously don't count words, but to that effect.
No. Oh,
He did. He
boy.
vatted until he ended.
He deserved to know. Oh. Okay, and that's her.
You are getting a lecture when you get home.
Oh yeah, man.
Ooh, you in trouble.
Keep an eye on that corridor. Make sure no bugs get in. Don't know anything if any gross stuff is down there. Also, it's going to be a little more dangerous to step out of the dome.
Oh, which I believe dispels the dome.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh?
I'll be right back.
Oh?
I take off my amulet of proof against detection and location. And I put it on the ground.
Why?
And I walk out of the south doors into the darkness.
How long are you spending out there?
As soon as I get comfortable in the dark, I am going to wait a little bit, and then I'm going to say out loud, Vanian, are you watching right now?
Alright.
Oh no.
As you're waiting and as you do that, you do feel a cold mist begin to build up in the air around you. As it does, the area that you're in, this coldish mist, which doesn't feel similar to when the Fanian was there, begins to coalesce into one place. And you see it begin to swirl into the shape of about a 10-foot radius circle, which you see magical lines begin building themselves inside of it until you see a full magic circle is drawn. There's a flash of energy as a cold sphere builds up around it of shimmering mist-like energy and then expels outwards, and when it does, stepping out from that space, looking almost radiant, you see a feminine figure. As you see, putting their hand up to their neck and swooping their hair back, you see the Crystal Queen standing, eyes glowing. They very slowly, almost with a dreary look, move from looking almost down at the ground to up to you, and you see their pupils dilate, become cat-like.
I was beginning to be unsure that you would ever remove that.
I was trying to say hi to a friend, but he has a hard time finding me sometimes. But I suppose we had to have this conversation sooner or later.
And you are still wearing what you took from me.
It's kept me alive, for the most part.
You killed
Be
the
ashamed to
dragon
take
that I
something
had
from
sent
you.
after you.
I did. Well, we did.
Normally I would not have felt it necessary for me to come on my own. But for the amount of trouble you have given me, I thought perhaps it would be worth it. I will ask this once. Will you return that to me, or shall I have to take it from you? Tiefling.
Can't say I'm in a position to say no, and as much as I'd like you to take it off me, I think it would be rude of me to refuse a request from such a woman. As I start undressing.
As you do, and as you begin to take it off, there is a strangely powerful gust of wind from down below, from behind you, Mariam, as fog and mist rushes out past you, filling the edges of the cave, obscuring the walls, not obscuring either of you. The cold mist that surrounds the area seems to get pushed back. Satsumaru's hair is blown back in the wind as this happens. And you see them put their hand out and slowly wave it nonchalantly in place as the cold mist that had come with her seems to reassert itself around the two of you as this fog billows out and surrounds the area, and you just hear, not directly from anywhere, but you just hear a voice. And if he did not decide to return it to you, Satsumaru, what exactly would you do to Mariam? The wind stops, and you become aware of a figure standing behind you, a shadowy figure appearing as if they'd always been there, standing within the mist.
Fainyant. Finally awoken. How rare to see you out and about. I have not talked to you in... must have been several centuries at least.
I had asked you a question, Crystal Queen. If Mariam did not return that to you, would you take their life? I'm giving you all the chance in the world if you want to interject on any of this, because this is... What a situation you've created.
I imagine she would either way, if I'm being entirely honest. I didn't leave on the best of terms last we met.
Have you taken such an interest in this tiefling that if I were to threaten his life, you would consider that your business?
I created this tiefling, Satsumaru. He is my property, and if you wish to steal from him, that would mean that you are stealing from me. I believe we had this conversation long ago, and you agreed to stay away from that which is mine. So then, he taps his cane on the ground, lifts it, and his walking cane. He taps it into the ground. As he does, her mist expands out as if a wave pushes her mist out from that point. Shall we finally find out if the new generation can stand up to the old? As it does, you see her eyes narrow. She takes a step forward, and as she does, from where she is, his mist, his fog is pushed back from around her back to behind him, as if the two environmental effects are fighting one another, pushing each other back to their sides.
I had not any intention of stealing from you, deposed, forgotten king. But that is mine.
And he is mine. And you shall not have him or it. This is your one warning, Satsumaru. Leave. And return on kinder terms. You see her eyes move from the Fainyant to you, Mariam. I feel like they're piercing straight through you.
I held the gaze. Are you so keen to see Elmira again?
Elmira. What do you took her with you whenever you left, spared her from being drained of her blood. What do you know of where she is now?
I couldn't tell you if I wanted to know. She left, how many days has it been? 5 days ago? Much the opposite direction we went, so she could be anywhere at this point. Maybe even back in the Strike Lands. But I know she wants these, and I'll hook one thumb into the partially unbuttoned armor.
And why did you take it? If I may ask.
If I'm being honest, it's because it was in front of me at the time.
Since you acquired it, did you understand what it is you owned?
I give a half bow and a nod.
Her gaze moves back up to the Fainyant, who by this point walks several steps towards you, stands beside you.
I suppose we will have to handle this politely. We shall speak on it again then.
I'm sure we can find an arrangement that works for everybody.
I am not looking to satisfy you. Fainyant, I will consider what it was that you asked of me back when we met. If I deliver it to you, will you have any need of this tiefling?
I have since forgotten what it is I asked you. If you could remind me and help me with my goal, then yes.
I believe that can be done. After all, I have already found it. Well then, I shall collect what I need and I shall see you again in time. Tiefling, consider yourself to be very fortunate that you have friends in such high places.
I don't know that I would consider myself fortunate, but lucky today.
Know that I have never once retreated from such a thing. You have the honor of being the only person to ever see me leave without getting what I want. And this will not happen again. Tiefling.
There's a coalition of energy and light that surrounds her, and a screeching wind-like sound like wind howling through a narrow cavern. As her form vanishes, as mist covers her, and then spreads out suddenly and she's gone. Did you wish to speak to me, Mariam?
I spoke with Alviana about you a few days ago. She says you want me for something, and that you can offer me things.
Yes.
Right now, I'm almost too weak to keep living. People keep dying around me, Fanian.
And what do you wish for me to do? I can offer you a great many things. But I have nothing in particular in mind. Rather, tell me what it is you wish for most, and I will tell you what you must do to acquire it.
I need to get stronger, as fast as I can. The more and more I try to keep helping, gesture with his chin towards the doorway. These people, the more harm I feel like I'm doing.
Of course. You are a cursed thing, created only to help to invade vaults of the gods. You bring misfortune. Even I had discarded you, but I was preemptive in doing so, it would seem. I believed that none of the children that I attempted to turn into a key such as yourself, I believed none of them had succeeded. You and your family left, and I fell into slumber. How surprised I am years later to find the magic I imbued you with simply took time to take hold. If you wish for strength, that can be arranged. But what kind of power do you wish for? Those with strength, especially those with strength that exceeds those around them, will always gather the attention of those with yet more power. If I elevate you, somebody stronger will feel threatened, and they will come to try to knock you over.
Her and I are going to have another conversation, and you might not be able to stop it next time. Or you might not want to.
Satsumaru. She is, by my standards, quite young, and in quite a hurry to accomplish what she wishes for. And if I may be honest with you, it is unlikely I could stop her from harming you. I am quite old. Old enough that even for my kind it has begun to show. She is young, she is very strong, and there is something darker to her than even I understand. Yes, if you want to become stronger, you'll have to find a way to fight back against her. In that case, perhaps we should start with the most obvious thing. Your armor. If we were to restore it, the power of a constelliquary may help you in fighting back against the Crystal Queen.
It's as good a place as any. I thought I had already done that, though.
Restoring the constelliquary requires a flicker of heroism, a moment of strength from the wearer. You can awaken the smallest, most pitiful amount of its power that way. But there is much more. To recover it, to restore it to its most resplendent state, you will need to find its partner. And you will need to convince it that it is being worn by the one who once wore it originally. Which means you will need to find one of the primal gemstones, which I take it you are familiar with by this point. I know a great many secrets, but I have forgotten many of them as well. It may take me some time, but I could find that information for you if you wish. I could find where the other item is, the second constellaquary of Lushu, and I may be able to locate the primal gemstone of Lushu as well. However, before I help you with restoring it further, there is a question I must ask that you may not understand. In your time...
Ask away.
In your time wearing that armor, have you seen the truth?
I don't know what you mean.
You see his gaze lingers on you for a second. That is perhaps for the best. I had to be sure you were not trying to find it for the wrong reasons.
Find the truth? Or what these do?
The power of the constellaquaries has changed the face of the world twice. No matter how much I forget, the distant memory of the landscape of this world and that of the gods, changing will always be burned into my mind. Those who have come close to being able to utilize their power, to mold the world to what they wish, have reported understanding something they refer to as the truth. They are vague. They say nothing else, as if it is impossible to understand it. I have not seen such a thing. If you wish to know more about that, I believe the only person I am aware of it who would be willing to speak with you is currently being held captive by the Academy on their island. A sorcerer who was investigating the constellaquaries. I know of only one other person who has seen the truth apart from them. But I doubt Satsumuru would help you. But enough about that. If I do assist you, Mariam, are you willing to help me as well?
I would owe you. It would only be right. What do you need me to do?
I have long since forgotten what I searched for, but I know that at one point my existence was based around trying to reclaim something very specific. And I know that it was hidden away from me by the gods. I created you as a key to open the vaults of Vestige because I believe that what I am looking for is hidden within one. I will use you to open them. I will find locations where they are, and I will send you there. You will open it, find what is inside these vaults, and if it is what I was looking for, you will return it to me. Assist me with these, and I will help you. I am pleased to finally speak with you. As you walk, his voice becomes more distant. And please do seek more power. I am interested in seeing how you grow. And you eventually leave and find your way back to the group. And you hear footsteps echoing and a tune being hummed coming from the outside. Approaching at a very gradual tune, or a gradual pace, you very clearly hear the tune that was being sung before and hummed by the middleman approaching you. When he finally gets in, he sees the glowing dome in the center. You just see the red cloaked figure wearing the flat black mask. Once again, there's no apparent sleeves or holes in the cloth, just almost like a... he almost looks like just a animated cloak with a mask underneath. As he steps forward, he looks over towards the hut. Keeping yourself safe. Very wise. Now, did you all go to the trouble of killing absolutely everyone here? How surprising. Such gratuitous overkill.
We got a little stuck.
Well, I assume you've located the maps that you need.
We have.
And have you found my sword?
I'll reach over and pick it up and just extend the handle through the hut.
You see the cloak kind of shift, and even though there was no spaces in it, as the arm moves forward, you see like a sleeve effectively form from the cloak as a hand wrapped completely in black leather reaches forward. It's just black leather with several belts bound around the arm. Moves out, grabs it, pulls it, holds it up with one hand, and inspects it, holding it with relative ease given the size of it. It's not like a Buster Sword-sized weapon, but it's a great sword. It's quite large and heavy-looking, with its twisted clawed handle. He inspects it. You see magic flash through it. It is worse for wear than whenever I left it. I'm deeply sorry if one of you had to feel its bite. Are all of you okay?
We are now.
It is something I didn't think should be in the hands of such evil creatures. I'm glad to see it return. Now, you have the maps, and I will keep my deal. I will move ahead of you, and I will find this mechanism that your prey is going to use to try to escape. I will not interfere with it once they have arrived, but I should be able to sabotage it enough to give you perhaps a day, maybe more.
That works for me. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure doing business with you, bloody though it may be.
I don't recall if I ever got your name.
Arium Lucius.
Very nice to meet you.
And you?
Hopefully we can do more business in the future, although perhaps it will not find itself to be necessary. He turns walking away. I'll keep an eye on you. I hope that you manage to find those you're looking for. It would be a shame if all of this was for a waste. As they walk away, the red fabric of their cloak seems to darken unnaturally and disappear into the darkness as they once again cast invisibility on themselves.
There has been a minor... Now that we have this, I would not say it is a setback, but there has been a minor occurrence that you should all probably be aware of.
Oh dear.
Every few hours, the drow that I sent to look after the Olisfanes and help to guide us on our path, they have contacted me using magic. And about halfway through the rest that you were taking, they stopped contacting me. They were instructed only to break communication if they had to retreat, at which point they should have contacted me about that. Which means it is very likely that they were found in pursuit of the Olisfane children, and they have likely been killed.
Oh.
Which means that our prey is now aware that we are hunting them.
Well, let's just hope our middleman keeps his promise. Can't believe we gave that back to him.
Hopefully it wasn't too bad of a decision.
I guess we'll find out, huh? Hopefully he keeps his end of the bargain then.
Indeed.
At the rate we are going, it is entirely possible we will manage to catch up with them before they manage to get away. At the very least, we will probably be able to ambush them as they're trying to reactivate the far thread. It takes a while to make it work. You have to contact Shiryanda and get their permission to open it. But if we absolutely want to make sure that we catch up with them, there is a section on this map. There is a section that looks like it passes through the Underdark and would be quite a bit of a shortcut if we were to follow it. However, the Duergar have marked it on this as a place that they do not wish to go, which leads me to believe there is something dangerous there. It is up to you. There is a long way around, and based upon the way that the caves are formed, this would be a shorter way through. We do run one other risk, in that if our quarry has in fact found out that we are following them, they may stop moving so leisurely. They may start to move more quickly as well.
Indeed.
That would make sense. I would do the same.
So it's a risk either way.
We have to head them off.
I agree with Aviana. The further ahead of them we can get.
Do any of you speak Dwarvish?
Yes!
She tosses the map over to you.
There is some writing around the area. You should find it. It is one of the few places they have marked anything in words on the map. What does that say? I am not familiar with their language.
So, okay, this is what I am gathering. My Dwarvish is a little... but it seems to say that this is, the section we'd be passing through is a layer of some sort of a mithril beast in nature. I see traces of reptilian stuff here and wings. So, looks like we're going to have to fight something. Do we think that we could possibly handle something like that, or...?
Yes, I suppose we have to ask ourselves, do we think that we could not only defeat or otherwise get past this beast, but then also be strong enough afterwards to take care of the drow?
We don't want to burn all our resources, even though it's faster.
It is hard to tell, but I estimate that if we were to follow this, that we would save ourselves about a day, maybe a half a day of traveling.
A fairly significant amount of time in this case.
True, and if we're quiet enough, we might be able to get around it, but we don't know exactly what this lair is going to be like. I'm willing to risk it, but for those of you with magic, it's a little different.
I could attempt to get rid of the beast around 3 times, but that would be all of my spells of that grandeur for the day.
You're talking about what you tried to do to the big boy on the bridge? I feel like that might be more helpful against our drow friends.
Ooh, divide and conquer.
That's what I'm thinking.
An excellent idea.
We should think about how we want to tackle them. They have a better idea of what our abilities are.
They've seen most of our constellaquaries as well.
What does everybody else think?
I think I don't need this backpack anymore, and I throw away my old one.
I think sneaking by the big thing might be a good way to go.
I think we would just have to be very strategic on what resources we use.
Exactly. There's no sense in going all out against this creature and then having nothing left to fight the drow.
Exactly.
But if we're careful, I think it may be a good course of action.
I think we can do it. I have confidence on all of our skills, and this seems more like a single opponent situation. Hopefully this reptilian beast doesn't have lackeys like the Duergar.
Hopefully not, but who can fucking
You
tell?
never know.
They usually do.
If we were to leave now, we should reach with this layer of whatever this creature is within about half a day.
Yeah, I mean, 2 days is a lot of insurance, just in case.
Alright, I have a plan for this thing.
Oh?
Okay.
Oh,
I pull out a
boy.
vial. So I've got this oil of slipperiness. We rub it all over Aviana. Alright, that's as far as I've got so far.
You have a lot of those.
I have no words for you anymore. Ugh.
Just action then?
Punch him in the kidney.
Ow.
I suppose that would make it very difficult for the creature to grab hold of you.
You are all acting like I'm a liability now.
No, I
just wanted to rub oil on you. Let's be real. This isn't a liability thing.
I think Flux is the only one who's doing the calculations on such an attempt.
If only we had more of this oil, we could cover everyone.
I.
That would not
maybe-
be a bad idea. I like
But
it.
what if I
Probably fun.
banished it? But what if I banished it and no one had to put oil on?
What about we
I
go?
suppose we could try it.
Let's walk and talk.
I want to break some shit off that dragon, so.
Yeah, maybe got
give
like
me-
a tooth or something.
I'll rename this for you then. Empty potion bottle. I'm gonna go potion bottle of mithril dragon blood.
Never know what spellcaster might want that. But I can tell you it's not easy to get.
Can. Oh, go ahead and finish what you're doing.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, I'm gonna delete that stuff out of your inventory now. The embroidered silk handkerchiefs, there's 2 of those. Gone and gone. And then I'm going to attach the parcel. I'm going to actually put it in the description of this particular haversack. Oh, I named it wrong. I knew I named it wrong. The moment I fucking named it what I named it, I was like, it's wrong. I could just feel it in my bones. There's no D in haversack. Not haversack, it's haversack.
Because you have Versac.
Oh, a word I've never
Eh,
Okay. It's in there, you can look at it. You'll need me to move things in and out of it, but it's there and that's how you know.
I can't even look at it.
You can't look at it?
No.
Really?
No. I
Parcel's
can spam click it, but nothing happens.
Parcel.
I think it's just parcel might be a GM only tab.
Could be. Or I could do that.
There we go.
There. Now you should be able to open it at will?
Yeah, I can open it up now.
Okay. Cool. Bam. Alright, with that's settled. So I'm just gonna split the gold amongst everybody here.
Alright, I have a plan for how we split the gold.
Oh no.
Okay, so I
yeah?
have this oil of slipperiness. Now we rub it all over Aviana.
Why?
Miriam!
Miriam, for the love of God!
I mean,
I
we
will
could do
say
it for a god too. It's whatever
Why?
excuse, really.
Every
Why?
plan
so
As far as I got into planning, it seems like a good idea so far, though, right?
God. I'm gonna fuck off. I'm gonna go start trying to break off like a horn or something off this fucking dragon.
Roll me.
I want shit.
Roll me a strength check.
But I'm so weak.
This boy's body's made of metal.
Eh.
Do you want my
Well,
help, perhaps?
yeah.
I have strength.
I rolled like a 6. I'm waiting for it to show up. Oh, it's fine. It's gonna be fucking 7.
If you
my
asked,
stuff's
then we'd
freezing up real
begrudgingly
big.
help you.
Yeah. If that doesn't
But
work,
you
she'll
gotta
try to
ask.
start. She's gonna try to like pry some teeth or something.
As you cut into it, as you try to strike it and cut into it, it resists you considerably. You find you can't cleanly snap much off from this dragon. You can hack things off of it. You were cutting through it before with your weapon, but you can't cleanly do so. You would do some damage to whatever you're trying to take.
I don't care if I'm doing damage. I want a birthday present.
Did you say
It doesn't
birthday
need to be
present?
super pretty. It just needs to be.
What are you trying to take then?
What? I'm gonna try to hack through it, through the base of its horn, because I want it.
Roll me an
I want
attack
it.
roll with Vox
Yay.
Victoria.
Woo! I'm like, I want it. I want it.
Sure, you do.
Hey.
You managed to cut through it using the gemstone blade. You managed to cut through it doing minimal. Roll me a dexterity check to see exactly how well you do this.
Okay.
There's some damage to it. You cut through it. It's kind of haggard. It splits slightly, but you do get this a short sword length chunk of horn.
Huh. Happy birthday to me. And I'm gonna put it in my backpack.
Yeah. All
It's
right.
your birthday?
Leave me alone.
We must celebrate.
Nope.
All right, I have an idea on how to celebrate Avi's birthday.
Miriam!
Now stay
That's
with
true.
me on this.
It is your birthday.
It is.
I knew it was coming up, but I forgot that it was exactly this day in game.
I
Birthday.
I reach into the haversack and I pull out a small gold bracelet and I put it on Avi.
I'm gonna change Avi's age.
26, baby.
26.
Oh shit!
Oh, Aviana, you're so
Oh,
sweet.
snap.
And then I'm going to give you inspiration, because that's what we do.
What? Aww! Yay! Oh, thanks, I guess.
You didn't say it was your birthday, and he's gonna fucking pat her on the back and
It wasn't worth it.
it's your birthday. It's absolutely worth it.
We take birthdays very seriously in the highest standard. You missed quite the birthday batch. That was Quintus's birthday and Vogan's birthday.
We invented
All in
Logan's
one.
birthday. He doesn't know when he was born.
It's true.
I mean, I don't know if mine's my actual birthday or not, so really, who knows? It's fine.
Well, let's celebrate it today.
Yeah.
Cool, I killed a dragon on my birthday, yay.
I put a bracelet in the party inventory for you, Avi.
Okay, I'll take it.
So you're using sending?
Yeah. I will take myself away, like a little bit, out of the fucking... I guess I don't need to move my token. Sorry.
You do not.
Let me freeze Fantasy Grounds real fast.
Yeah, got a general note as well, guys. Aaron and I were talking about this before, but you don't need to actually move yourself around on maps unless there's a tactical reason to do so. Theater of the
you're right.
mind can be used for being in rooms.
You can also
What?
you can cancel the move if you right click on it and then
I didn't know that. Good to know.
yeah.
You have to
has
right click on a
on-
specific
It
spot.
has,
or-
in
On your
fact,
token. Either on the token or where you have chosen to move. I'm not sure exactly.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. Dip. Thanks, boy.
look at you. Look at Eric figuring out all the movement stuff.
Oh, thanks, boy.
I need to because I do that a lot.
That's fair.
All right, so you're using sending.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Sending. Hey. Still alive. Killed a dragon. So, happy birthday to me, I guess. Hope you're okay. Love you.
Are we taking a rest here?
Here? We could take a short one, I guess, if you wanted to, but we shouldn't waste too much time. We gotta make as much out of this shortcut as we can. We've bought ourselves half a day, at least assuming this pans out. But we want to make use of that rather than just take it easy.
I would say let's keep going. I mean, if I remember. How's everyone doing health-wise?
I don't feel amazing, but I can keep moving.
Sure, let's take an hour. We could figure out some of our new toys anyways.
Am I dumb? I mean, the answer is yes, but help.
That's my friend you're talking about.
I don't remember. Because I thought I identified the Scroll of Resurrection.
Mm-hmm.
You did.
What else did you pick up? What are you carrying just for someone to carry it?
The mall! God damn it! Yes, I want
also
to
forgot
identify
about
the
it. You're
mall.
fine.
I want to identify the mall.
This
Mall,
thing.
but you don't have identify.
I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna pull back the curtain a bit. This is the thing that is basically why this distraction was put in front of you. This was if they decide to do the dragon stuff, this is the cool thing they get. If they decide to go around the dragon, I guess they don't get this. I don't know what you'll do with it, but do you want to, with me not having built it up at all, do you want to attune them to the mall? Or not attune to it,
Yes,
do you
I
want
want
to
to identify the mall.
This is a hammer of thunderbolts.
You got Mjolnir?
Oh! It is a legendary item.
I'm just grabbing all
This
the
hammer,
legendary items. What the
this
fuck?
hammer has a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with it. And that's effectively where that ends. However, if, while you're attuned to it, you are also wearing a Belt of Giant Strength and Gauntlets of Ogre Power while attuning to it, you gain the Giant's Bane features of it. Which is, while you're attuned to it, your strength score increases by 4 and can exceed 20 but not 30. When you roll a 20 on an attack roll made with it against a giant, the giant must succeed a DC 17 con save or die. It also has 5 charges. While attuned, you can expend 1 charge to make a ranged attack with the hammer, hurling it as far as the thrown property with a normal range of 20 feet, long range of 60. If it hits, the hammer unleashes a thunderclap, audible at 300 feet. The target and every creature within 30 feet of it must succeed a DC 17 con save or be stunned until the end of your next turn. it regains 1d4 plus 1 of these charges at dawn.
I look
Holy
at my 3
fuck.
filled attunement slots and weep.
I'm short resting the party. If you guys want to use your HD, then please feel free to.
Yay.
Sing me a song, Miriam.
Dive bomb them.
Sing us a song, you're the horny man.
Yep.
Sing us a song tonight. Cause we all just wanna oil up Aviana.
Why?
That's literally just you.
Why?
I love you,
Waiting for my feet.
Yeah, I just needed to make sure that anyone who used hit die got some Miriam juice.
Going down the list.
Oh, it's not that juice.
Mister, I don't mess around with taking people.
Listen, you know, I can flirt. I don't expect this to go anywhere.
You're just gonna get your ass beat, Miriam.
Hey,
Also,
talking like it's a bad time.
you know, punch him in the stomach,
Ow, okay, it is a bad time. It is a bad time.
grab him by one of the horns. Hey, don't ever call me a pushover ever again. Push him away.
Now push him over.
Yeah, I push him.
All right.
Cool.
And that's where everyone's throwing things around, right?
Yeah.
I think we're solid.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys take your outer rest, you pass things around, you heal. And that is the extent of what you're doing. Are you then going to... I'm going to move our clock ahead by an hour. So you guys set out once again, moving forward to head back towards the drow. You currently, you've saved about half a day of travel, so I'm going to move you about half a day forward. As you guys continue to move about the Underdark. Assuming it takes you one more, effectively, day to get to where you're going. Could you guys expend another unit of, let's see,
Rations and water.
rations and water? Gonna go ahead and go Badoop. And I'd like everybody to please roll me survival.
Survive.
Avi, do better.
Yo!
Oh, a 20!
Hell yeah.
I mean, hold on, knock it down one. There we go. Now,
Oh,
You
come on.
used 2 water skins there, Fenris.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, I used 2 because I'm feeding my cat.
ah. Let me take that.
Impressionable, aren't we?
Really? What?
Nah.
Me?
Yeah!
Bitch.
Fucking survival twinsies. What's up?
Yeah. You
Ben
guys.
is just
I got
used
higher
to the
than the cat,
Underdark
I'll
at
take
this
it.
point.
As you guys move through, you find that you navigate, now that you've taken this large shortcut and cut through a very large section of the Underdark in effectively a straight line, which is usually not the case here, you manage to gain about a half a day of time. And with the other benefits that you've gained in regards to making up time you didn't have, you all manage to move through the Underdark quickly, efficiently. Enough that you all arrive at your general destination, or at least within about an hour's travel of it, within about another half a day. You get there just in time for when you're all getting tired from this day of travel, and Rivon would stop you at a particular juncture when you get to a path where she clearly starts to recognize this area and starts to move about it with some familiarity.
If we want to rest, this will be the last time we'll be able to before we go there. We've made very good time. Any closer? And it is very likely that they will see us whenever they arrive. If you want to regain your strength, if you want to prepare, this is where you should do it.
Good call.
Revon, so is there any off chance that you think these, like, you know, siblings might be carrying gem-infused chalks?
I have it under good faith that they likely are not.
Darn.
Why?
I could hope. No reason. Oh, do you have gem-infused chalks?
Wow, got shit, dude.
I'll tell you if you have gem-infused chalks.
What a strange thing to say.
Let's just
No.
sleep.
You had mentioned that you had faced them before, haven't you?
Mm.
Yep.
Yeah.
But the situation was more forgiving at the time. Things will be worse this time. More so than you probably imagine. Each of the far threads is guarded by a creature called a Dragoloth.
Don't know what that is.
A twisted, half-demon, half-drow that is created to serve our kind. Kept effectively as slaves, they are monstrous beasts that are assigned to guard the far threads. Now, from what I understand of last time they came, I was not there. I did not see you fight against them. However, given that it is Emerald and Jaith, they likely had at least a couple of assistants with them, who may or may not have gone ahead. They rarely travel without one of the priestesses, as well as their pet, the spider drake.
It's a shame that one didn't stay dead.
Yeah.
Reminder for a couple of you, that thing is sticky. Do we know what the space will be most likely fighting in is going to look like? You think I'm going to have the room for, gesture a circle above my head?
The far threads, their construction is wider than they are tall. They are normally built over large pools of water, given that it is the most defendable place within the Underdark terrain-wise. They were constructed a very long time ago. They consist of a large platform, a massive bridge that extends out to a large circular platform that has several pillars and a large raised dais that are part of the apparatus, and then a gate where the Dragoloth defends it at the end that is used to activate the portal itself. The space is quite large. It is partially ceremonial as far as the ceiling goes.
As long as it's wide enough, I should be fine.
I should think
Just
so.
might be a little low-hanging.
The chamber is, I believe, at its shortest. Perhaps 90 feet across.
That works for me.
There may be no way to actually get the element of surprise on them. They are built in such a way that they are very defendable, in case our kind ever walks into a trap. Once we step out onto the bridge that leads to it, it is unlikely that we will get the drop on them, unless we were to swim. But the drop down into the water below this one is 30 feet. Is there anything that I should know before we head there? Then we rest, we regain our resources as they were, and then as soon as we're better, then we are going to go and get them back for what they've done to us.
For everything.
I will make them suffer for excommunicating my family, forcing us down the path that they did. However, it's a little bit awkward that you would join me in getting that revenge against them, but I suppose that beggars can't be choosers.
Mutual interests. And you've been very helpful. I'm glad we teamed up.
You have been
It's an
useful
odd
to me.
group.
It goes as far as that. There's no need to compliment me.
I don't know, for someone who was so vocal about our mission being open suicide earlier, you were quite helpful.
These
I
assholes
expected you to
grow
cut
on
and run at one point, and you didn't, so maybe you're changing a little bit too. Maybe. Don't worry, I'm not going to hold my breath.
I am only asking for your help and helping you because any chance of getting revenge and reinstating my place within the Congression is all but lost at this point. Do not mistake my actions for kindness or for friendship. I'm not fueled by things like that.
I don't know. These assholes kind of grow on you. You're gonna find that out the hard way.
Very corrigible.
Assholes. I feel like only a few of us qualify for that title, but sure.
I'll roll my eyes at her.
I wonder how the other group is doing.
Hope
We
they're
left-
not dead.
We left things pretty interesting with them, and she'll like very blatantly like turn to Aviana and do like an face.
She's gonna give him like a Ugh.
I kind of wish I'd kept like a minute by minute recap of what time people did things, so we could cut between like, you guys are fighting a dragon to save your lives, and they're clearing a room of 4 lizard folk, and they're like, ha-ha! Adventure!
Yeah, man.
Given when we're waking up and moving, a lot of it might be when they're asleep because they have the
Yeah.
sun to do it.
Fucking, this side's just like,
I am motivated only by revenge, nothing else.
the other side's like,
Hello, gents. I trust in Morian's judgment more than I trust in your character. He wouldn't have picked you to help the city if he thought you were gonna just turn tail and run. Yeah, grumble all you want.
He might pick people he sees as expendable, but he also picks strong people.
Yeah, he does do that, huh?
Yeah. Well, not at Omar. It's like, I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Well, we've seen it.
We lived it. The fact that he brought Elma on that, still.
I was
baffles
thinking
me.
about that too. Only because we found out so recently.
I've seen that child fight. I am scared of that child.
She is very strong.
Very talented.
No, she's very
Yeah.
powerful. I'm still stand by the fact that she is a child.
Yes.
Yeah.
Accurate.
You're all children.
Oh.
I don't.
You are a young adult.
Hey, look at you, teen Fenris.
Fenris will like give him a little push. I'm older by most of the people in our party by quite a bit.
I am
Old
1,000
Lady
years
Fenris.
old.
That made me feel better.
How old are you?
Older than this civilization and most recorded history.
How long have you been, like, awake, though?
About 7 years.
Then you're 7.
Uh,
I also was
I'm
not
with-
asking you. I was asking Fenris.
oh,
Don't worry,
I'll
Fox.
be
I think
turning
you're old.
118 this year.
We are close.
How old are you?
It's none of your business.
I mean,
Revon.
it
Just
is
gonna
my
hit her with a
birthday.
smile.
I am
Logan.
115 years old.
You're younger than me!
An insignificant amount of time.
True, but younger nonetheless! Did you know Vogan's 19? 19!
Basically newborn.
I know! Auntie's
So, now I'm gonna make this a little weird for you. We're all babies, huh?
Yes.
Just lean over and look at Fenris.
Fenris, her face is just like, she's like laughing her ass off, and then a face of doom comes across Miriam.
Tell him.
Let's get interesting!
there is, as soon as you begin casting it, there is a chitinous movement sound as something large and insectoid. You can hear it within the darkness beginning to clack. And then you just hear the faintest,
It would seem we have company. I should assume who it is.
and as that happens, Revon, upon hearing that, their turn is next.
You might be surprised as to who it is, Emerald!
And she's going to rush forward immediately. Do I have tokens locked? I heckin' do. 1 second while the game catches up with itself, and I'm going to just drag Revon forward. I'm gonna do a full 60 feet. They're going for a dash. They begin charging. They leave most of your vision as they rush, blade drawn, out into the darkness. Next thing to go. Hate to say this.
Fuck.
There is
Aw,
that
dude.
chitinous movement coming from beyond as flying down towards you. You guys see the form of the spider drake once again enter, rushing down towards you. It is going to regard who's all around. I will note, Avi, I'm going to give it a perception check as you enter into its 30-foot blind sight. I'm going to roll its perception against what you rolled. What was your number? Was it 28?
It was 28.
Nope, you beat it. It has a moment where it can perceive you, but it doesn't. Let's see, it is going to get to where it's going to get to... Yeah, it would just go up to Revon. You see this thing rush forward. Those of you with dark vision can see it pounce forward and attack Revon. It is going to go for its multi-attack. It's going to go for 3 attacks. Okay, again, I'm just going to go ahead and target. Goes for a bite. Misses, gets a 2, it strikes forward, strikes down. Revon ducks out to the side of it. It is then going to go for 2 of its claw attacks. As it strikes, hits with the first one, strikes at them, deals 11 damage, 10 through the temporary hit point to Revon. And goes for another one. That one misses. Revon ducks away from the other one again. And with that is going to be its turn.
Let's get heckin' stuck to this giant bug. Alright.
Oh no, it's stuck to your palm. Now you can just repeatedly slam it on the ground.
What a terrible thing. Alright. Catching up.
No, it should be good.
I double clicked. I can. Oh, okay.
That is a hit.
Nice. Heckin'. Yo!
You strike it, you reach down, you punch the drake. As you do, you deal 20 damage to it. I'm going to roll a strength save against you as you find your fur get stuck to it, and you pull your hand off of it with no issue.
Smash!
You go for it, you hit it again. You hit, go ahead and roll your damage.
Yo!
You deal another 23 as you start laying into this thing. As you do. I'm going to have to roll it against you again.
Do it.
You succeed again.
Yay!
Giant
I'm a giant
monkey.
monkey.
Monkey strong.
Monkey
Yes! I love being giant monkey.
Alright. Is that you?
Yeah, that'll be me.
They're going to put their hand out. You hear the faint muttering of arcane words coming from down there. And in a 20-foot radius near the, let's see. Range? Yeah, they can definitely do it. Starting. Swarming insects begin to build up and begin circling around the area where the Skull Drake, Revon, and the monkey are. I'm gonna have to make con saves against you guys.
8 Mar don't give a fuck.
8 Mar big! 8 Mar not scared of Alright. Just waiting for this to catch up with itself so I can roll it against you guys. Spider Drake's...
Actually, I want to check something. I am smarter as a giant monkey than I am as Omar.
Incredible!
He's just flying by his head.
Alrighty. Constitution saves coming at you guys.
Uh-oh.
Skulldrake and Revon fail, Monkey succeeds.
Woo!
Hey.
You're gonna take some piercing damage as swarming insects begin building up and hit all of you. Revon and Spider Drake both take 23 points of damage. Giant Ape, you take 11 points of damage, and this swarming cloud of insects remains in place. I'm going to put an effect on them to mark that they are concentrating on this. As soon as it lets me. There we go. Insects. Luckily, Avi, you are just outside of it. Alrighty. And that is going to be... I believe that is going to be their turn as this as this wall of insects begins to block the end of the bridge. You all would become aware of and hear it. Flux, you're up next, and Fenris, you'd be the next person on deck.
All right. Yeah, get about there. And then I'll take some shots at the Drake.
Go for it. You get forward, you fire, you miss, I'm afraid. You take one shot at it with the cannon, it hits it, but it doesn't manage to deal any damage to it.
AC is so high. Heck. Alright, then... Firebolt! Phew!
You fire it, that hits!
Yeah.
There. There we go. Pachoo!
Firebolt strikes, dealing 6 damage.
It did not add the extra damage.
Why does this happen with you?
Right. Yeah, it was supposed to do an extra D8. I clicked the effect and it didn't do it.
Man.
Why? Should I just roll an extra D8?
Next action. Maybe it's because it's listed on actions. 1 second. Where do you get... You do that effect from your... from up here, right? It used to work for you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, just roll an extra D8.
Ness.
Okay, I'll throw that 7 damage onto it. I changed the way it parses in.
Appreciate it.
Hopefully it, Does this also say action? Maybe that's why. On next roll. Bam. Done. Cool.
Cool. Alright, action, bonus action. That's me.
Alright. You
He
guys
doesn't know.
see
About
Emerald
to.
looking past Revon, looking down to the lot of you. Let's see. You hear the stomping noise echoing and moving closer in towards them.
Frankly, it's a very nice going-away gift that we are being granted a chance to clean up the mess that we had originally come to rectify. However, fighting us here...
She puts her hand up, and emerging from the darkness, you see this large-maned, dark-skinned creature with multiple arms begin to move forward. You see one arm emerging out from the darkness. Those of you that have enough dark vision to reach that point, as a creature, standing twice as tall as Emerald, begins pulling itself past them towards you, as you see
There it
this.
is.
There's that Dragaloff.
That boy.
Oh, he is horrifying.
Kill them.
You see her, like, reach up, and she, like, just runs her hand down the side of its face.
We will be very pleased if you succeed.
It is going to then use what remains of its movement, as soon as I get control back, to charge down the bridge towards you. It will not reach any of you on this turn, though. They're going to target Miriam. They put their hand out.
Oh, no.
There is various streaks of lightning build up around their hand. They look up to you, Avi, in the air before they fire it, and then you just see a blast of red lightning fire out from their hand. They are going to cast Chain Lightning.
Oh, boy.
Oh, crap.
It's going to hit Miriam, and then it's going to jump from Miriam
No
to
way he's close enough to me to do anything.
targeting you, targeting you, targeting.
Is that a attack roll or a save?
Save.
It's a save.
I'll give Flash of Genius to Miriam.
Okay.
Sure? Sure you don't want to give it to yourself? Might involve you in a second here.
Oh, like, it's...
It's chain lightning. It jumps from things to things.
It doesn't need to hit the
Shit.
initial target to bounce. It bounces no matter what.
Gotcha. That's
Yeah.
what I was figuring. Crap. Maybe I'll save that for the concentration save.
That's fair.
If
I'll be
you're-
okay. Probably. I haven't been hurt really yet.
So we'll consider that because it's going to make you make it. We're going to consider that to be the +6 to be on it. So burn your use of Flash of Genius.
Okay.
It's gonna fire it. Alright, so just to make sure I got it within 30 feet, targeting the you make a dex save, you take that. I rolled the 3 of them. Flux and Miriam, you fail. Omar, you succeed, so you'll take half, you'll take nothing. Here comes a lot of damage, boys. So it strikes.
Flux
Oh
is
my
down.
god!
Oh my god!
Oh
Flux?
no!
You are knocked unconscious as it hits you, as it blasts towards you. You lose consciousness and you lose concentration, so the fire elemental is now just a creature that is present.
Oh, fuck.
Miriam,
I'm sorry.
it's not necessarily going to attack you. It's going to attack whatever it feels like now. As it hits, it strikes into you. It bounces off and radiates towards the other two, hitting them. One of the bolts also tries to hit the spiritual weapon, but it does nothing. That brings us to Lord Jerky and Miriam.
Don't hit Revon. I'm going to bonus action. I'm going to healing word Flux.
Okay.
Thank you.
That's step 1.
Appreciate you so much.
Alright, please don't die. I don't think I can emotionally deal with that.
Yes, sir. Roger, roger.
Alright, that's an order. Yeah, with my action, I'm gonna keep. Or I can't. I'm directly under it. I can see it. I'm gonna keep hammering the spider trick.
Do it!
Suck lightning.
Suck lightning. It succeeds, it'll take half. It takes 8 damage as a lightning bolt strikes it. It is in the cloud at its height.
What do you see among the clouds, Spider Drake? Yes!
This whole sword thing didn't pan out, but honestly, it probably wasn't a great idea. Kill them, I guess. Are you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. I'm gonna leave. So don't I? Well, I'm not. I'm gonna over there. Bye bye.
Cool.
Is that you?
Be safe.
I'm gonna run forward.
Avi, you're up. Revon's on deck, followed by
Y'all
Omar.
are below me. Y'all are dumb. Y'all are below me. I'm gonna scoot right there, so I can get them both. Like, I don't have to actually scoot. I could just stay where I was, but this is fine. I'm gonna pull off beads of my fucking necklace.
Oh shit!
Shit
And this
just got real.
motherfucker's prone. Fight me.
In
Get
the
up.
in the comedy game, this is where he looks up, smirks, fires off the chain lightning. She looks down, smirks, drops the bead.
You think
You just
you think that's not what happens? Okay. Do I? Okay. I'm gonna drop a fireball right between them.
It's just the moment of him just being cocky and like pontificating, just being like,
We are not like normal drow. We were forged in fire. Do you believe that you could... What are those?
I mean, bombs away, boy.
how many are you using?
I'm just using one.
Okay. Reminder to please declare that beforehand, just so there's never any confusion.
Sorry.
She fails, he succeeds, so he'll take half.
Can he make a dex save?
He is
He can make it. He just says just.
Okay,
yes, which he wasn't. I'm gonna have him roll another one real quick because it didn't. I
Double
didn't
check it's if I'm right.
I didn't throw prone on him. Yes, I believe
doubted
you have
myself.
disadvantage on
Okay.
dex saves if you're down. You don't. You can still roll away. Is the logic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roll, making another one. What's the DC?
Let me double check that. It is
15,
DC
right?
15. Yeah.
Okay, so untarget him, then retarget him. Yeah.
Double checked because I doubted myself. He does not have disadvantage.
He does not.
Okay.
Okay, so
Nope.
he's fine.
That's totes fine. So we're just
Untarget him.
18.
Just because you untargeted him and did it, just so it doesn't parse weird. Untarget him, roll it, then I'll half it and add it to him.
okay. Sorry.
That's okay.
Yo.
She takes 27, and he's gonna take half of that.
All right.
And half value.
Right in the bony wonies.
He takes 13.
Mhm.
As you drop it, the bead hits the ground with an echoing clack and then detonates.
Still going for the plan.
He's like, I'm still following the plan. I don't know what the rest of you would be.
didn't
I was
like the
informed there
plan.
would be a monkey.
Obviously, like juggling beads.
I was informed there'd be a monkey. Yeah. Says Obby. Okay, let's see. Anything I can do. I probably shouldn't draw more than one, but that's okay, boys. That's. I don't know what's happening to me. That's technically not an attack. That's just my action, so I'm not gonna do anything else. I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. That's where I'm at. I'm staying up high. Don't touch me.
Alrighty.
Fire.
It is going.
Do it.
It is going to look towards the lot of you, and it is going to Miriam.
That's me.
You like lock eyes with it for a second. It is going to. You see it muttering something arcane, and you hear words whispering around you. Is there anything you'd like to do in response to this?
I can't. I just use my reaction.
I'm going to then roll a save against you. It's a wisdom
Come
save.
on, Miriam. You can do this.
You're just fucking.
Yeah!
You succeed against it casting confusion on you.
Hooray!
Thank God.
Yeah.
Woo!
And outside
Fucking
that,
spells.
Now I don't have to frightening bolt you.
yeah, it has spells.
Oh.
It is then going to do nothing. However, it seems to be looking towards you as you are within the fire elemental. It is, looks like it wants specifically to try to stop your movement, Fenris, if you move.
Oh no. Don't do that.
Just grabs you and holds you there while you're both on fire.
Hackin. Revon is going to, like, break away from Emerald as their blades had clashed, takes a step back, finds her footing, rushes back into attack again. She's going to go for 3 more attacks on Emerald.
Yes!
Badoom. That is a hit. She cuts into her, dealing 9 damage. I'm just going to roll the next 2 attacks together. Misses. Gets a crit.
Ah,
She
Yeah.
strikes the last one, hits, making up for the missed one. She rolls almost max damage on it. She deals 16 damage as she cuts into Emerald. She's going to move around Emerald, and get back to here, trying to put some space between everyone.
Get away from the fire.
As she does, as she continues to cut into Emerald, and Emerald's pushed back during the fight. Emerald turns, like, blocks a strike from her on the side.
You know, Rivan, there may still be a place beside us. You seem to have gotten a bit more stronger since last time we met. Your conviction seems stronger. A show of faith would go a long way.
And that is where that's going to end. Spider Drake! Spider Drake is going to fall from the heavens, because he does not like being in the lightning cloud. He's going to get down as far as here, floating above the lot of you, and he is going to... Omar.
Hi.
It is going to try to spit webbing at you.
Don't do that.
backflip.
And yet it is.
It's just backflip in place. It misses.
Just beside you.
Yeah. Don't muck shit.
I'm gonna wait for them to...
Parkour.
It was so impressed by my backflip that it couldn't concentrate on hitting me.
Yeah, that's what happened.
As soon as it catches up with itself, I'm going to roll an attack against you for the webbing. As soon as it catches up with itself, the new phrase that's going to be in every game of Nat19.
It's just sitting there attacking you while you're just doing, like, Van Damme poses.
It attacks. You are hit.
Nah.
Fuck.
You should not be restrained. You are no longer restrained, so I'm going to take that off you. That's why it had advantage. I dropped the first... It was still would have hit. It hit. And... I hate to say this, it fires webbing at you that pins you down. You are once again
And you're
restrained.
Okay, well, I
damn it,
guess
Omar.
I'm just not going to be doing anything this fight.
Oh.
It is then going to
My
turn.
movement is for naught.
It is then going to move over and down towards you, Flux, landing beside
It
you.
would have passed it. It would. Wow. It would have
Spiritual
passed by
weapons
the-
don't get opportunity
Ah,
attacks.
that's fair. Yeah, I forgot.
It goes in. It's going to go for a claw attack on you, Flux.
Egg attack.
It
This
should
is why-
not have had disadvantage.
Every
It should.
character in the game
Displacement
should have
cloak.
Misty Step.
No, because you are prone.
Oh, right. I haven't had a turn yet.
Yeah, it hit you.
Then I will shield.
Okay. The shield. So that raises your AC to 25. Was it?
Yes, yeah, because this would be a melee attack.
So it would have gotten a 16. Yep. Okay, it goes in for an attack on you, claws at you, hits, the shield blocks it, it lets out a screech and continues clattering by you. It is going to instead go to attack Marion with its last claw attack.
Ow. Hi.
Rushes
Shit.
at you, comes up behind you, attacks, hits,
There's nothing I can do about that.
strikes. It shouldn't have done that much damage. Why did it do that much damage?
Every attack on Miriam is a crit.
Why is it a crit?
No.
Why did it mark it as a critical?
Oh, I don't know. I was correct. Every attack on Miriam is a crit.
Why did it mark it as a critical on you, Marion? Marion, effects. You have nothing that should have caused it to be a crit. Yeah, it's attack.
Did it have really good spider
For
drake?
some
improved
reason, it
critical?
marks it as having improved critical, but the thing is, it neither got a 19, nor did it... Okay, you should have only taken 8 plus... You should have only taken 12 damage. Would that have taken you down?
Still down. Yeah, I've
Okay.
got HP.
Alright, it got you down. I don't know why I marked it as that. You weird spider drake.
The thunderclouds above start dissipating.
Yeah.
Ah.
No.
Oh, god damn it.
I will... Let's figure out what I want to fucking do before I start moving around. You know what? I will try. I will try to grab the great sword, and I will try to swing it at the thing.
I will throw it from his inventory to yours. Give me one moment.
Okay.
Fucking get
Welcome
it,
to the
boy.
juggling greatsword gang.
Woohoo!
What weapons are you proficient with?
I don't know off the top of my head.
Then check your abilities.
Should be, yeah, abilities tab.
Oh, my abilities tab. Okay.
Yeah.
If it says martial, then you're proficient.
Simple weapons and short swords.
Right, it's down there. Okay. Yeah. So not this.
Yep, so...
Don't you have a bunch of Kensei weapons?
Great sword is not one of them.
Gotcha.
I don't know if great sword even can be one of them.
It's not light. I think
No.
I have. I don't know.
You
But
rush
I'll
over,
see
you
what
take it off Miriam's body, you lift up the greatsword, you have a +2 to hit with it.
Okay. Cool. I will try.
I think it's a 16 plus.
Yeah. It would. Heckin'
25% chance.
target you, you big bad bitch, and heckin'. Bia! I'm still marked as.
You're still marked as prone, you dropped the... You still would have missed.
But I had the 2, yeah.
Fuck. Well,
But it is an idea.
okay. I can still continue with my plan that I originally was thinking of. In keeping with the tradition of this group, I will drop the great sword.
Ting! Well, that didn't work. Ting!
Pass
I will
it to
then
another.
use my remaining 55 feet of movement. I think I can get there. Oh, I can't get over to him. I can't.
You're gonna go rumble pumble chase?
I was gonna, but I can't.
Yeah. Oh well. I'll keep blowing him up.
Cancel movement. There's what... I can't do anything else, really. I suppose I could go after the big boy. Over there.
He's still a big problem.
I'll be fine. Don't worry. Just
I don't know. I can't help you. I'm
got
sorry.
This unlocked, don't worry.
I will get over here. I'm so sorry.
Where are you going?
Here. He'll get an opportunity on me, but
Yes,
if he wants to use it.
It spits web at you. You're restrained.
If he fucking does that, I swear to God. Wouldn't he have? It's a range thing, so wouldn't he have disadvantage on that if he tried?
Sure.
Well, he'd have disadvantage anyway.
He is going to hit you with his bite as you move away.
Okay, cool. That's fine.
Oh,
That's
are you marking?
worse.
Are you marking shit as critical again? You shouldn't have. Why are you doing that?
What?
I was like,
Oh, I now see why. I understand why it's doing it now. It's actually my fault. One second.
This is critical.
This is me. I hit a button by accident. I've had critical press the entire time. Take back your hit points. That did another 60. What did it? What were your hit points? Where were you at?
I don't remember.
All right. Well, 60 exceeded your hit points by 8, so you would have been at 52.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just gonna roll another attack. I now know why. It's because the critical button was pressed. That's why. It's a simple answer, but it's... Listen, it's an easy thing to not notice.
Catharsis and understanding was
There.
bestowed upon Logan.
Okay.
You take 18, which is much better than 60.
I will.
That's how math works.
I will flurry of blows this big boy.
Okay.
Flurry of blows. Yeah, just I can click you off. And then, yeah. Oh shit! I'm still targeting him. Fuck! I'm so out of sorts.
Oh man, this is so weird when you hit the wrong button by accident.
Yeah, man.
No one can do it. Can't be doing anything about it though. You can't do anything about it. It's just something that happens. It's part of the course. My game's catching up with itself, so I'm just kind of vamping and making like a fun moment.
Yeah,
While we
sure.
get back into there. Catch up with yourself. I'm glad today's not that hot.
yeah, dude.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
D-target the spider drake.
Yes. Does that hit big boy?
Does that hit big boy is the question of the hour. You're asking me if that hits big boy. Does that hit?
Yes.
Yes, it does.
Neat. Cool. Yeah. I will stunning strike him.
Do it.
No.
He fails.
Yeah.
You rush over to it, strike it in the stomach. It keels over for a second.
Have one more attack.
Did you apply stun
Well,
to it?
I did not apply stun to it.
Please make sure to do that.
So I would have had advantage on that. So
Just roll another
Just roll
d20
another
because now that
D20.
he's stunned,
Yeah.
you'll have too much advantage.
another D.
Just another D20. You
That
still
was
would have
worse. Okay, that is I'm gonna. I used 55 feet of movement and then 30 feet of movement, so I could. That would be another
You have 45 left.
45 left. Neato. I want to try to get back over here and like, heckin' try to like wave my arms and like do like pokey stab motions at it and try to distract it from Miriam.
You're
Real
so
quick.
fucking fast.
Real quick.
You can run up, hit
Real
it,
quick.
run away, and
Hold
come
on.
back.
Hold on. Nope. Alright, game, catch up with itself. The fire elemental is also going to opportunity attack you.
That's cool.
Oh,
my
crap.
God, dude.
Things have disadvantage on heckin' opportunity attacks on me right now
Gonna hit this.
because of my heckin' boots.
Goes for an attack. Well, you're lucky it dropped to 20, but it still hit you.
Oh.
It dropped a real critical. Goes to attack you. You take 12 damage, and because it hit you, you are now on fire.
Oh boy.
Oh, no.
You're going to take fire damage until you take an action to douse the flame.
Okay.
It's an action.
Is that you?
It's
Yeah.
You all hear. You all see this haze above the spider drake as something shimmers above it. And Miriam, Flux, and Omar, you just hear, "You seem to be having quite a bit of difficulty with this. Would you like some help?" And you see just appearing in the air above it, the red cloaked form with a very large red greatsword appearing, the form of the middleman coming out of invisibility above it, seemingly hovering by sheer force of will. As they do, though, you note that their body begins to contort, muscles begin to form underneath the cloak. As you see it begins to peel back. Why is it not letting me move you, boy?
What are you?
I'm so intrigued.
I'm so excited!
As you see, I'm gonna have to fucking put you here, aren't I? Boom. As you see coming down and over, its form begins to contort and grow. You see magic cover the blade as it grows with it, and as the red cloak pulls away, you see the mask pulls off slightly as it moves it to the side, as this monstrous demonic form underneath, this large muscular blue creature that is still dressed in relatively fine clothing but has bulging muscles tearing at the seams of its red cloak that is waving around it. You see the image of an Oni descending down on top of it. Then allow me to assist you for your assistance before! And it is going to bring up the 9 Lives Slayer, and it is going to make a 1 attack with advantage because it's coming out of invisibility.
My word!
And we're gonna give that a second. Man, the amount that I would have wanted that to be a crit. It makes 1 attack against it, brings it down on it. Given that it enlarged it magically with it, it strikes. It deals 16 damage. It then crashes down to the ground, brings the greatsword, which it's now wielding effortlessly with 1 arm, brings it up, and it's going to bring it down on it again. It's not going to have advantage on this one, and the game's going to have to catch up with itself.
Dude, I
Goes
fucking
for
wish.
another attack. No way.
What?
Yahweh?
Yeah?
Yeah?
Oh, that would have been something.
Nice!
It strikes towards it, it gets a crit, but it succeeds the save against it as it cleaves through it. That would have been cool. Oh well, it's a 2-step process. It carves into it, strikes it, dealing 48 damage to the spider drake, which screams as this thing tears into it. You see it reach up with one of its arms and grabs it, wrapping its hand all the way around its massive throat. You hear its voice, not so much coming from it, but echoing in your heads. I normally don't work with other people. I must admit, thwarting the authority of drow like these is a bit exhilarating. As it turns its pupilless eyes towards all of you. Sorry for my untimely appearance.
Alright, let me find that then. Where is
Meant to
it?
lose it for another week, is that what we're about to do?
Yeah, we're still gonna go home.
Where the heck is that on my sheet? There's so many things on my sheet.
We
I
can
see
take
a
week
giant
detour.
silver flame. Yes.
There it is. Here we go. Alright. So I'm gonna walk over here. Yeah, about there. Yeah. And
Okay, interesting. I'm so scared about what you're gonna cast, Izzy. I don't know why. There's a mounting level of anxiety.
I will, I'll pull out my gun, begin, I think the marks of Mistra start glowing on my body, and I'll turn to Revon and ask, Master Revon, if you are still uncertain about who to side with, perhaps this would sway the odds in our favor. And I'm going to use Silver Flame Burst as a 60-foot long, 10-foot wide line.
Yeah,
To note,
baby!
it wouldn't be marks as much as your body would start to glow silver, your coloration would change, and you would begin to glow this silvery hue. Yeah, you fire it, there's a wave of it that erupts outwards, go ahead and roll it against them.
He's going ghost.
So they all fail. Why did she auto-fail? But why did she auto-fail?
Bitch.
You didn't stun her, so why did she auto-fail? She wouldn't have succeeded anyways. I'm just wondering why that happened.
Bitches auto-fail Silverfire, you see.
Oh, I see.
It just gotta fail.
So it's 10 foot wide. Is it 10 foot high as well? Because that presents a problem for Aviana.
I can choose
Exclude?
not to,
Okay.
people.
I was gonna be like,
We're good.
Oh no.
I knew we were good. I'm like,
Dexterity
it's
fa- oh, the
similar-
Dragoloth, because he's stunned, which he shouldn't be, because heckin' he took his turn.
Right.
So, but it would have failed with that save anyways.
May I roll the damage, sir?
You may roll
Flux,
the damage.
You nasty.
You nasty.
He's a nasty
Oh,
Clicky clacks.
You blast forward. This wave of flame erupts outward, streaking across all of them. Revon backs up and puts her hands up to cover her eyes as this silver flame completely illuminates the entirety of this chamber. As it hits him, Jaith stands, puts the gem of Vestius up in front of him as it comes. Energy comes out of it and forms a shield of electricity that it hits, slowly gets burned away. And you see, though the noise of this blast overwhelms it, you briefly hear him calling out the name of his mother, of one of the matron of the Aulus Fanes, and then the shield gives way, and he is disintegrated by it, leaving only the stone of Vestius, which clatters to the ground.
Come back from that, you bitch.
Yeah, man.
God damn.
You just
I guess I'll bonus
as
action.
there's a vacant silence after you do it, which is just filled with a very sudden goodness. That was nasty.
Thank you.
Right?
I love him so much.
I enjoy him greatly. You want to join the highest standard?
As they turn, Emerald just puts their hand out. Jaith! And it's for real this time! Revon, make your decision now! As this happens, you want to take an attack, you go ahead and do your stuff.
Yeah. I'm gonna shoot Emerald.
That's gone
Oh,
for
my
another.
hands are shaking.
That's gone for another fucking week.
That was a good use of it.
You fire at Emerald, they turn, they strike the blast of flame with their sword, it destroys it.
Hot damn.
I'm surprised. I was sitting here being like, well, here they all go. And that it
Right?
only killed Jay.
How did this fucking mage survive that?
I'm gonna tell you this,
really
that
thought it
cure
would kill
mass
more
wounds maybe is the reason most of them are alive right now. Did I do the Dragoloth's turn last time?
I don't know.
You did it and it was stunned.
Right, thank you.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Oh, yeah, I think I rolled like about half damage or something with that.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a lot of twos in there.
Yeah.
Izzy, you nasty.
You gross.
Izzy,
And I love
so
you.
much.
Remind me
You're a
never to
gross
piss you
bitch.
off.
Yeah.
Love ya, take a shower because you're nasty, but also wow.
Alright.
Love you guys. Don't die.
Are you? That's you, Flux?
Yeah, I think I've done enough for 1 6-second interval.
Make a deck save, Emerald.
Because they start their turn. It's when they end their turn within it.
When it appears, or is it end?
Yeah, it's when it appears and when they first enter it and when they end their turn.
Ah, that's what it was.
Yeah, but she's not. Yeah, I'm sorry. She's going to step out of it. She's going to look towards you, Flux, and she's going to rush at you. Forget the others. Kill this Warforged! And she's going to rush towards you, and she's going to go for both of her attacks on you.
That makes
She
sense.
strikes at you. She should not have disadvantage. Why does she?
Because of Cloak of Displacement.
Because of the Cloak of Displacement! I better get ready to ask that 1,000,000 times! Just for a second attack on you. That one hits.
Fuck.
I will shield.
Yeah.
That puts you up to 25.
Yeah.
She still hits.
Fuck.
She
Oh my
almost got a
God.
crit.
Oh my god.
Towards you, cuts into you. You take 17 reduced to 12 because poison is, you resist poison. As of that happening, that brings us to the middleman, the Spider Drake, who he like reaches up and tries to pull his sword off it for a second, and it doesn't quite come loose as it fails to, and he pulls at it. He's like, "That is unkind. I only just got that back." He like instead of pulling at it, raises the other hand towards it, and he is going to Cone of Cold this thing point blank.
Oh yeah!
A wave of ice erupts
man.
outwards from him. It's gonna take... this just blast of ice erupts out from it, and it consistently blasts forward for far too long for the job it has to do. As it... oh wow, it survived.
God,
God,
just
these
perish.
are so beefy today.
Max hit points, man. As it blasts forward, it, like, looks like it's been, like, frozen solid and is like a statue, then it starts slowly beginning to move. That's unlikely. I'll need another minute. Give me a second. And that is... I fully expected that to kill it. If I'm gonna be totally
Same.
real.
My
A lot of
God.
that going around
Fenris!
today.
Alright, okay. There's a lot okay, you know, okay. I know what I said last time,
Alright.
but a lot has changed since last time. I'm gonna cast haste on myself again.
Alright, a classic Fenris
On
strat.
brand. Yeah, on brand. Yep. Okay. Yep. Okay.
Yep.
God, I'm stressed. I'm gonna bat the gray boy here with my hammer, with my hasted action.
Alrighty.
So be all. Oh, okay. Why did that roll twice? Is it gonna?
It's
Just
It's
catching up.
doing what
Yeah.
it...
No, sorry.
So don't apologize. You can apologize for apologizing, though.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, cool. Don't do it again, or you're kicked out of Nat19.
Oh, so steep.
Alright, you hit.
Okay. My God, I'm clutching my pearls over here. All right. Take damage.
You do
friend.
10 to it. It partially resists
then-
it.
It's time for a certain hammer to help the middleman. Oh boy. Do I scroll all the way down? No, I don't. I scroll all the way. Yep. I remember how I do this. Yep. Yes, sir. All right. Be all.
That hits! Gain a favor, roll your damage.
Get it,
Yes,
girl!
I
fuck
will.
yeah!
All right. Okay. All right. Just scroll down.
The 2d8.
Okay.
And I forgot about your spiritual weapon. I thought you were just yeeting your hammer.
Yeah! You hit, you crush it. As you hit
Yeah!
it, like, as it's slowly starting to, like, warm up, the hammer comes over, strikes it, and it shatters and breaks apart into different chunks of ice that hit the ground. As it does, the middleman just reaches up and, like, grabs the chunk that his sword is on, holds it, just grabs the chunk of ice left, and crushes it and rips it off. Thanks! Much obliged.
You're welcome.
Never thought I'd be getting backed up by a cleric. Or Jerky,
Are you
and marry
looking for
him.
wife?
You okay, Jerky? I can't see. I think you're okay. All right.
Oh,
Anyways, it's
oh,
over,
Jerky.
Yvonne. You're done. And you know, when you see your brother in, I don't know, the hells, probably the hells, just let him know that this was the obvious, you know, this is the inevitable end to anyone who takes things that belong to me and my friends.
I assume you meant Emerald.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who's talking to Jerky
Fucking-
when you say that?
Jerky's like, what the fuck?
You said Revon.
No.
You said Revon at the start, so I was confused for a minute.
I
It's alright, though.
mean Emerald.
The only people who need... The people you kill aren't gonna remember the mess-ups on your cool one-liners.
He didn't care. It's true.
I assume you
Well-
meant that to be spoken to me.
Yeah, I did. I had to kill you.
You'll get her next time, Miriam.
You guys are gonna beat me to it. It's all ruined.
We can't let her live, otherwise she's gonna tell everyone I wasn't cool.
At this point, it is a matter of pride. That stone is necessary to what Shiryanda needs. My brother aside, I need it.
Ooh, growly. Alright, kill her, Flux. I'm gonna
Say that out loud to her.
Roger, Roger.
So I'm gonna pick up the stone.
You do?
That's
call.
You feel
mine.
this electric tingle in your fingers when you pick it up. It's been activated in a way that you've never encountered before with the fan. It subsides rather quickly, but it still seems to be pulsing with power from whenever it was being used by Jafe. As it rushes forward, you hear it monstrously in Elvish. Fenris, you hear its voice just in a very distorted Elvish tongue speaking as it raises one of its claws up to strike at Flux. For the honor of the Congression. And it is going to go for one of, let's see. I have to look at what you can do, because it's been so long I don't remember. Bite and 2 claws, neat. It's gonna go for its 2 claws. Strikes down at you, Flux.
Miss it.
Has disadvantage for what reason?
Collecting
Because you don't go to this
displacement.
place, man! I got it before you said it! I knew.
Is your AC still 25?
It is.
Were you hit? You were hit by Emerald. Did you have a turn after her?
Yeah,
Can't-
right, it should have
no,
turned off. I think it
no,
just
I
did-
haven't.
Yeah,
So
so
it shouldn't have disadvantage. Why
But
am
I
I
do still
trying
have
to kill
25
Flux?
EC.
well, it rolled a 26.
Oh my
Oh
god!
no,
Fuck.
you've killed me. You did this.
That's
dare you
I
disobey
worry that I
orders.
may actually have, is the thing. Once the game catches up with itself,
You do what you gotta do.
come on.
I believe Flux is not about to explode. I
Despite
believe
your shield still being active.
that he's really not gonna die
So that's
from
its-
this thing.
That's its claws. It goes in, it hits. Your shield will remain up despite it. You take... Come on. You
There
take
you go.
14 damage. Now that you're down, I'm gonna quickly hit... Where is it? I don't know why the thing's not tripping on it, but... Flux. I am going to... Click off on your cloak. It's still, you still got 26 AC, so even though you're down, it's still not going to hit you easily. So it's going to go for another claw attack on you. Brings it up, strikes down at you. It should have had advantage. So
It's probably marking the dis and the advantage.
I
still?
turned that off, but I'll just roll
Oh.
it again. It's not a big deal. Strikes down at you. It doesn't hit with that one. It is then going to go for its bite. I'm just going to hit it.
Want to see a thing I learned in the Mithril Dive? Pocket sand! Throw some dirt in its face. Cutting words.
All right, go ahead.
Get it, boy.
It still has the... Basically has to nat 20, probably. -3.
That's something.
It has to nat 20 to hit you. I believe. It attacks!
Don't.
So close. Oh, got a 24. If you hadn't used cutting words, it would have hit.
Thank you, Aaron.
You pay attention to me, because I have to kill you, because I fucked up my one-liner.
As this happens, Emerald spins their short sword around, about to plunge it into you. As they do, you guys hear footsteps quickly moving up behind them as Revon is going to attack Emerald from behind.
Yeah!
Oh, thank God!
Be my savior.
It's just been revoked.
That hits! They rush up to attack them. The blade clatters into their armor. Emerald turns, partially deflects it, but still gets as the blade comes close to and meets them as they struggle against one another.
Finding my place among you only to be cast out as soon as I show any sign of weakness might be the way I'm used to living, but it's not how I choose to live from now on. I'd much rather serve the dragon that has enslaved me!
And they're gonna do damage. They do 5 as they cut into them. There's a resounding clang as she pushes Emerald's blade out of the way and goes for another attack. And that is a 19, which is a crit for her. She hits. She deals 10, and then bonus action. Last Scimitar of Speed attack. Emerald backs up, takes a step backwards away from her.
Think about what you're doing!
And then the attack goes. That is a hit. She plunges the blade through Emerald's chest. The blade exits from the outside as Revon pushes her forward and strikes her into the ground. She puts her hand on top of the blade and smashes the edge of the scimitar to push it all the way down to the hilt into her as Emerald's clawed hand reaches up and tries to scratch at her.
The Congression became stronger for having been ostracized. Just as we will become stronger for having been thrown out by you. Alles famed brat.
See, that was good!
Strikes it in again. Emerald coughs up blood. And that is the end of that turn. Well, that couldn't have worked out better.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Spider Drake, you're dead. What are you fucking...
Get the fuck out of here.
Restrains Omar.
It appears you are having a bit of a problem with the beast that you conjured, says the middleman as he walks over. He's gonna put a hand out towards the fire elemental. That will not do. He casts banishment on it.
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
It fails. As he does, the flame elemental just seems to go out suddenly.
Thank you so much.
The level of admiration in Fenris's eyes seeing the spell actually work.
I'm sure that it will be happy to return from whence it came.
Thank you for correcting my mistake, sir.
Fenris?
I used my hasted action to pat myself off a fire.
You cannot use your hasted action to do that.
No.
There's a strict
I use
list
my
of things you can
regular
use it for.
action.
You can do that.
I pat myself off. Thank you. Now with that out of the way, and she's gonna heckin' bap the boy. Let's heckin' go.
Come on and bonk.
And welcome to the clunk.
Yaw!
That is a hit.
Yes!
Yeah.
I'm a Stygian snap because I'm feeling nasty.
All right, go for it.
let me
Get him.
hold on. Let me
You
roll the
hit.
regular
You
damage.
deal 16, reduced to
Okay.
11 damage.
I'm glad you laughed so much at that, Aaron. Alright.
I'm feeling nasty.
It's so good. Okay. Right, the save first. Yes. Save, Stinky.
It fails.
Or no? Ah, yes!
Hell
It's
yeah.
been so long and you can't take reactions, you nasty.
Good, now I can flee with reckless abandon.
It takes 11 more damage as ice blasts across its body.
Hi. I don't know where you are because you got away for top date, but hi.
Oh, I'm right next to you.
Oh, hi.
Hello.
Does it louder.
And that's my turn.
Lord Jerky and Miriam.
Okay.
Hey. Trigla. What do the 5 fingers say to the face? Thunderwave! And I'm casting Thunderwave at 5th level.
Oh God! All right.
I'm getting something out of this.
Cause you feeling nasty. You feeling nasty. Oh my god.
I am so ready for that to become a new regular thing we say.
Do it.
Nasty, Miriam.
Roll him.
Alrighty.
It hella fails.
Yes! Kill it, Papa!
I'll shorthand it for now.
Yeah.
There we go. And die.
That was so good.
Ah! Wait.
You
Illegal.
You didn't put it. There's. What happened there? Higher level. Oh, it's because the thing wasn't a semicolon. Heckin'. At least I don't think. 48. Why didn't that parse?
That's the same thing with Flux earlier.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Is there a new? Maybe the DMG effect is written differently now in Unity. I'll check that.
Do it again.
Just if you want to, just roll me 48.
Ah! Be high, please.
16.
That's okay. I'll take it.
It's 25 points of damage.
And he's blasted through the grease. Full prone. Slide comically away from me.
He got you with the slide!
He's
Oh,
blasted
he's just like
back.
the
He does
Family
not
Guy
fail
pose.
against the grease, but he is pushed back and slides on the ground. His arms kind of flailing wildly as he does. Yeah, Avi, your turn.
Oh, Miriam, you gave me a present.
Kill it. Kill it, Dad.
Yep.
Make it die forever. I hate it. Its aliveness offends me.
Obviously,
Oh,
trying
Miriam.
not to laugh at that. Just gonna. Meow.
That is a hit.
We should respect
Woo!
this thing more.
Yo!
No, it's a real life.
How do you want to do this?
Yes!
As
the bag.
are we the bat? No.
No.
As it slides through the grease, I'll stop it with my foot. Just flip my sword, or flip Vox Victoria, and just stab down into its skull, and just pop it out and hit, my microphone and my hand. It's fine. Pantomime, and I'm just gonna stab it in the face. Not enough for you, Miriam?
Yeah, I'll do, I guess.
It lingers for a second, then its massive body topples backwards into the grease. It then slides, slightly rotating in place by a few inches, then comes to a stop.
Truly the deadliest blow this day was to my pride.
Yeah, Fenris?
Huh?
You just hear from
No, I'm just-
you just hear from beside. You just well, we did it, gang. And just Ioni's hand, without looking at you, goes up to you for a high five.
Hold on. Do I know what high fives are? Yes, I do. Okay.
Dude!
Yeah. It'll be like, she high fives, it lingers a little too long, and then she lets go.
I don't know
That's
you.
it's a hand grasp.
She's
Sorry.
learning.
Ugh,
Well,
my hands are sweaty. Oh, sorry.
I believe that
I was on
concludes
fire.
our business then.
Thanks. I was gonna die, so that's... Thanks.
You're very welcome. Thank you for returning what is mine to me. Perhaps, if you ever wander again about where mankind should not be, you shall encounter me again.
Oh, we're definitely gonna see you again then.
He turns.
That's what we do all the time.
He pulls the hood up, and as he walks away, you see his body beginning to shift and contort. The red cloak pulls in over him again. And you see him just slide the black mask, the smooth black mask, back over his face. You know the stories, after all. Wherever there is adventure to be witnessed, the middleman is there. And he just walks away. I'll keep my mind on that spell of yours so that your fire boy does not come back.
I very much appreciate it, sir.
He walks away and disappears into the darkness.
Well, it's all over now.
With that,
We did it.
it would seem that our business is concluded.
Yeah, still gotta get home.
That is true.
Hey, yo, any of these guys got any gem-infused chalk? I'm gonna start going through their bodies.
If they had the means to use teleportation, I feel like we would not be here.
Jigs up. Yeah, it's true. I mean, they might have just had it. Maybe, I don't look at them. She's got like the most gauche outfit I've seen. You never know. They're
What?
extra.
Marion, what
You
is
do
going
see Rebon go to their bodies and start looting small vials from them.
The poison, I ran out of it. Without the spiders that we breed to keep around, I am unable to extract any more of it. So this is the last I will get in quite some time. It's a pity that you disintegrated everything that was on Jaith. I would have liked to keep something from him. And then maybe send it back to his mother.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna do some messed up
Apologize.
stuff. If y'all got like easy, like upset stomachs or something, you might want to look away. I'm gonna pull out the longsword and I'm gonna begin removing Emerald's head.
Do you need help
Well-
with that?
Yeah, I mean, you probably do it better than me. I'm pretty weak.
I
I'll be real.
will do much better than you.
Like walks over, brings the blade up. Why are you trying to move, Omar?
Just checking. I was having him gonna. I forgot that we don't really need to do that stuff in the thing
Reflex.
anymore. Yeah,
She walks over.
he's
to
he's
it,
walking away.
takes out the scimitar, brings it down. You hear just one solid as the head is separated from the body.
This weapon that dragon held is very sharp.
What was the purpose of that, Master Marion?
Yeah.
In case
Can't come
their
back.
family wants them to come back, that's gonna make it a lot more difficult.
Only a true resurrection spell should be able to rectify something like a missing head.
There are other ways, I'm sure, but
If
in any
Shiryonda
case-
truly wanted to bring anyone back, their remains would not be the issue. However, as their family has been defeated twice, and as I'm sure they've contacted home already and told them they held the primal gemstone of Vestius and lost it,
it's
well,
unlikely they'll be welcome back.
I'm sure you know from my experience what disgrace among the Congression means for a clan. Perhaps another house is going to fall.
I hate how much that reminds me of Quintus and the gang. Ugh. I can go sit down.
I'll sit
Alright,
down next to Marion.
What's the plan? We've been kind of waiting here all day for these nerds. We're gonna stay in the soon to be quite smelly bloodbath. Anyone come out of that thing? I know they can leave through that thing.
Yes,
Yeah, I just don't want any surprise. Reinforcement is the wrong word, but someone's got to come looking after some point, right?
yes, I imagine that they have probably already sent word that they were on their way back. I cannot imagine more than a few days will go by that, especially if the priestess does not contact them back, that they will become aware that something has happened. This will be the first place they come to look.
All right, well, let's go back to where we camped last night, and I need to go find a scaredy cat. Wait, Jackie.
I should
I'm
know.
gonna start walking off in the dark.
Are you all right, Master Jerky?
If you were to
Oh,
be
I
so
should
bold, the only person who remains above them is Leonte Elgovan Olisfane, their matron, their mother. She will likely come looking personally. There's no need to kill her. But I would not argue against it if that is something that you wanted to do.
I'm gonna start throwing the body in the water. I turn around, I come back and start dragging that, and I start pushing Emerald's body into the water as well.
I will assist Miriam in throwing the bodies.
No parent should see their kid like that.
I'll help too.
Eh,
I'd rather her just not find them if that were the case.
that's fair. And as for killing their mom, I have no beef with her personally,
She'll come looking.
Hmm.
and we'll be ready.
It seems like we'll be able to work again soon. Together, I mean.
Perhaps. I don't want to overreach so much. Leonte is not someone that should be trifled with unless you have the upper hand. And to kill her would mean to make a direct enemy of Shiryanda. Perhaps it's not the best idea.
Leave them to whatever disgrace that their society might throw on them. Outside of that, I'm not interested. I have enough enemies. Where's my cat? Turkey! Walk off looking for him again.
We seem to attract attention wherever we go.
For the purposes of travel,
Yep.
and that it is currently coming up on 8 hours and 30 minutes of this stream running. Sorry, Stewie. And for the sake of brevity, do we want to say that the group makes their long trip back through the Underdark, guided by Revon, moving through safer routes in the Underdark, back towards where they came from, not in any particular rush to return? Do we want to end it there, or is there anything that any of you wanted to do before we stopped?
Last chance.
I'm like, it's my usual, let a boy know I'm coming home, but that's it.
No.
All right. In that case, the party returns back to the city. We'll say that the path back, given the shortcut that you managed to make, will only take a total of 3 days. You will return back and arrive by the 16th, which is the same day that Quintus arrives ahead of the party.
Oh.
But the time is currently 3 a.m. You will arrive in the middle of the night, just coming up at about 2 a.m. that night. And that is where we're going to stop for tonight, having defeated the Allisfane children, their Drake, their heckin' Dragaloth, and reclaimed the Stone of Vestius. And that is going to be us, you
Come here,
two.
Baldy.
We will see you guys next
Audie
week.
Toast, you're loved and appreciated! Thank you for playing.